Hello everyone, I'm RiggyRob and welcome back to my blind playthrough of The Witcher 3, and we are doing the Blood and Wine DLC. So last stream we entered the world of Toussaint. We had our friend Milton de Peyran die, unfortunately, which I am unhappy about, but I don't think there's a way to avoid that, unfortunately. We met with Detlef, who seems to be the big bad, as the main vampire that's going around killing people. And Regis, who is apparently a friend of ours, who is also a vampire. So we've got some interesting moral quandaries to resolve there, don't we? But for this stream, I think it's going to be more about exploring the whole place of Toussaint itself, and just like enjoying how pretty it looks. We're currently in Beauclair. The next thing to do is to meet Regis at the Mere Lachaise Longue Cemetery. But I think we're going to be doing some notice board stuff, finding all the different towns, things like that. So let's get started, shall we? And I knew there was an exclamation mark here, so I was like, I should probably save this for the stream. Because I don't know what this exclamation mark is.
A letter for you, sir.
Hello, little boy.
Can't rightly say, sir. I was just to deliver it.
That's a very large insignia, though. Yeah, your job's done now. Stam says postage paid, so get lost. I've got 5 coins. Here's your tip.
Here. Thanks.
No, sir. Thank you. And I truly hope I'll be of service again.
Maybe he'll give me more posts in the future. I don't know. Might be the postman, like in Legend of Zelda Wind Waker.
I suspect weighty affairs, rather than merely the wine festival, have drawn you to Toussaint. Perhaps you'll find time to probe a certain matter in spite of this.
Ooh.
I recently came across the mention of one Professor Moreau, a scholar in Beauclair, who conducted research into Witcher mutations. Though the details are rather murky, as is the location of the scholar's laboratory, his journal could contain more information. It lies buried with him in his tomb.
Time to go grave robbing.
I enclose a map I found in the book I happened upon. Though less than completely legible, I trust it will prove useful nonetheless.
I felt this matter could prove of some importance to you, thus I dispatched this letter without delay. Whatever you decide, please take exceedingly good care of yourself. Your Yen.
That's an interesting letter.
Professor who studied Witcher mutations. Might actually be worth looking into.
Because I would have thought the whole point of them not having Yen or Triss in this would be to stop having to pay the voice actors. But clearly they got them in anyway, so, you know, yeah, and that's just the same as we saw before. Okay, fair enough. Alright, let's actually have a look at this map, shall we? So we have a notice board here, we've got alchemy supplies, Ducal Camerlengo doles out rewards for contracts. Okay, maybe I need to talk to him in a minute. And that's for turn and face the strange. Okay, well let's figure out what's going on with Ducal Camerlengo first. Then we'll head over to the notice board, then go and do this, if it's the appropriate level, which I assume it is, because we are level 39. Yeah, 35. Alright, so... Ducal Camerlengo. I assume we pick up rewards, but also contracts from him as well? Maybe? We'll see. Maybe he's heavily protected by his guardsmen. Alright. Sounds like you need to go even further up. Yeah, there we go.
Cowards die
Hello.
many times before their deaths. The Duchess and the chivalric
Ducal Camerlengo.
Greetings, brave hero. I am Raphael de Serman, and I am the Ducal Camerlengo.
I'm Geralt.
Nice to meet you.
So what is it you do here?
And yes, Big Harry says it's best to do Yen's quest early. We'll do, we'll do.
One to the road, courts protecting Toussaint from bandits and monsters. It is fitting and just that they be recompensed appropriately for these toils. Note, sir, that should you successfully smash a hands, save a brother knight from peril, or extract a captured merchant from the hands of cutthroats, come see me. You shall be rewarded.
Well, good news. I already did all that. Where does the coin to pay the knights come from?
Can't help but be curious. Where do the funds for those payments come from?
The ducal treasury, of course. Her illustrious highness Anna Henrietta assigns great value to bravery and selfless patriotism. It is her standing order that any knight may receive a wage, pardon me, financial compensation for his dedication to defending the duchy's internal security and order.
Alright. Let's see what you're selling. And maybe there'll be something good for me to buy with 5 grand? Have a look, see. So we have a book, which is just junk. A note, which is junk. So, no. Ah, okay. So this is the guy you go to get extra information about Toussaint itself. Yeah. There are a lot of books here. I probably won't read all of these. Gwen to history. That's good. Soundwaves, Bats, and Shalemars? Oh, did I ever read the Shalemar bestiary entry? I don't think I did. Well, I'll take that. Let's see, what else was there? Forgotten species, the Protofleta. Okay. Basilisks. Basically, these are all bestiary entries to fill out. But I'm fine with that. Because it's going to be... I'm assuming that these are all the monsters that are going to be in Toussaint itself. Giant centipedes, wow. Slizzards, okay. And then... what's this? Kikimores. Oh! Kikimore! Yeah, that's that was mentioned in the Witcher TV show, and I was like... I don't know what a Kikimore is. I don't think I've ever seen one of those. But that might be why. So, insectoids... and then research into arch spores. Okay. Fire and stone. That's a bit generic, but it's 274. Catechans and monograph. Let's see. The fall of Hubert Ballast. Code Duello. Ducal Chronicle. See, the thing is that I don't know if any of these will give undiscovered location markers as well. Maybe they will. Ah, we've read those. Okay, fair enough. I think that'll do for now. How about a game of Gwent? No. God, high roller stakes here. Let's go for 5.
Wouldn't happen to play Gwent, would you?
Okay. So, Commander's Horns, Alton Shiva. Don't need Gaunt's Rodim because I don't have anything that goes with that. No, I think it should be okay. Depends on the draw that I get. Opponent's leader cancels your leader's ability. Oh, thank you. Okay. Alright. So, we've got Commander's Horns. We should probably get rid of you because you're kind of weak. And then you. There we go. That's better. Impera Brigade Guard. Well, might as well get the extra cards as soon as I can. Doesn't add anything to his value anyway, so... that was not useful. Okay, well... play something fairly weak. Yeah, let's go for this one. And we'll go for the infantry. Wow! Okay, that's a big boost to my attack. Okay, well, if you're going to carry on doing that, then I'm just going to put a Commander's Horn right at the top. And then I'll pass. Yep, I'm going to pass. He's got to put 37 points of cards down. Oh, well, okay, fair enough then. Ooh. I did not even realize I had Tala as a spy card. Sweet. Okay. So then let's play Vesemir. I'm really surprised Vesemir is not actually a hero card. I guess he doesn't count as being too strong. Okay. Let's play a strong... I could just, like, blow out all of my strong cards now. Can't destroy that one. How about we get a card back? Yeah, let's play the weak spy card. I don't know if you guys can hear this, but I've got a very, very meowy cat in the background. Okay, so he's got 4, 6, 8, 10. So Scorch would only get rid of the 8. Let's just play a catapult. Right. I don't get what the point of playing that card was, but we're okay. Yeah, you know what? Let's play the second spy card. Ta-da! Okay, so he's got 4, 6, 8, 10, 18. If I play a decoy, I can't take the hero cards off. But I can get this healer back. I think that's fine. And there's no spy cards on my end anyway, so I think I'm just going to end my turn and then blow him up on the last round. Okay. I mean, he's got 3 cards, you know. There ain't much he can do. So, blow him up. Thank you. Ah, sneaky. Fair enough, fair enough. My bad. Okay, well that didn't really help you, but fine. Let's do this and I'll play to get more cards. Yeah, when people explained how strong spy cards actually were, I did not get that to begin with, but I definitely see just having more card draw in this is so much more valuable than anything else. Alright, so let's just play normal cards, shall we? Oh, okay. He's got double damage there, but that's fine. And there's his last card to get 2 more. That's fine as well. Let's just play the hero card. We'll get there eventually. Tibor Ebracht. Alright, but I'm still outpacing him. And even if he has a Scorch card or something, it doesn't really matter because I'm still in the lead. Alright, just play all the cards. Play all the cards. Double them up, double them up. Bum, ba, bum. Hey, look at that, look at that, look at that. Yeah, 107. Take that. Awesome. Ducal Camerlengo done. And I think that's everything I needed to do. King Bran. Bran the Broken, eh? Alright. Since we had the advice from Big Harry to do Yennefer's quest early, or rather earlier than later, let's go ahead and do it. You've got a unique name. Bon Vivant. Oh, that might be just French words for saying strumpet or something similar. Wow. Jesus. Didn't expect them to get drunk at 7 o'clock in the morning. Actually, did we find anything new because of those books, or do we actually need to read them? Oh, I said I was going to go get this notice board, actually. Let's do that. Back we go. Still haven't upgraded my level up point either. So I've got a skill point to use, and I'm like, I don't even know what to use it on. I think at the end of the Hearts of Stone DLC, I was transitioning over to using alchemy more, but I don't even know if that's what I want to do. Okay, so contract Grandmaster Armorer. Master Armorer in Beauclair seeks brave man to help recover long lost diagrams. Contract is highly dangerous, as such will be lucrative rewarded. Cool. Fisticuffs. Hey, tough guy. Smack down your brother-in-law and now you're feeling invincible. Neighbors step aside when they see you coming. Got violence in your heart? Then perhaps it's high time you fought for the title of Brawl Master of Beauclair. Defeat 3 champions and you'll get the honor of facing the maestro himself. Seek more information from bookies in San Sebastian and by the docks. Armed escort wanted. We wish to hire a person or persons with good weapon skills who, for a reasonable fee, will escort us into Alberta's cavern for exploratory purposes. The knights errant claim the cave harbors no danger, so we don't expect trouble, but better safe than sorry. There is going to be trouble in that cave. Auguste, Lucien, and Hugo Monard. Test yourself with the trials of virtues. Dear reader, years pass and times change, yet all that is good and beautiful still requires a defender. Come to the island Lac Selavi and test the rightness of your character during the trials. If you pass, you shall receive a reward with a capital R. Wanted, discreet specialist. Professional to investigate mystery concerning Reginald d'Aubry's statue. Requirements: indomitable work ethic, absolute discretion, and refinement in supernatural situations. Desirable: immaculate presentation, aesthetic sensitivity, and knowledge of modern sculpture. For details, please see Rolanda de Flakpfizer, Curator of Art and Collectibles. And a contract: quarrelling at the cemetery. Since no one from our residence committee seems to think it's their responsibility, I'll write it myself. This cannot go on. That infernal racket coming from the cemetery is driving us mad, and no one is doing anything about it. I know we all hear it. Madame Bouquet admitted it keeps her awake all night long, and she lives further away from the cemetery than any of us. If there is any witcher who can put an end to all the screaming, brawling, and insults, I'll pay for him from my own pouch. Ask them to point out Charles Lanzano at the Clever Clogs. That'll be me.
Might be worth looking into.
Alright, so let's go and do those quests. Quests. So, goodness gracious, great balls of granite. That's good, that's good. So a couple of things I wanted to ask if anyone knows regarding New Game Plus stuff, right? If you went ahead and completed all of the quests in Hearts of Stone and all the quests in Blood and Wine... Oh, there's an exclamation mark up here. What's this? Does it all carry over? And you get to use it in your New Game Plus playthrough or not? Also, how do I get to that marker? It seems to be up on a higher level, right? But I don't see where to actually climb up. Master. Oh, there's a Nilfgaardian embassy. Wow. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any stairs or anything for me to climb up to get that thing. Unless... Aha! Well, this is a very empty pub for 7:30. Especially considering we were talking about how there's drunkards in the street already throwing up.
Whose notion of order is this? Why doesn't someone...
Oh, you're Charles Lanzano. Hello.
What's this about?
Ah, the notice. Is that it? Are you a witcher, master?
I am indeed.
Cemetery. You the one they bother?
Yes, and I'm alone in that, it seems. That is, no one else has bothered to take any steps, though all must hear the racket.
And Big Harry says that stuff carries over, just not keys and story items. Cool, good to know.
They claim they found nothing, but I'm not sure they even bothered to look. What's left for me to do? Should I sniff about the cemetery myself?
No. Very much no. The noises occur regularly?
The noises, they pretty regular?
Each night. I live next door. I hear it loud and clear, as if through a horn someone had stuck in my ear. Ah! Hawk! Ooh! Firk! And then whack! Thud! As if a mother bear slammed pate first into a cupboard.
Know exactly what you mean.
How much you offering?
How much'll I get for this?
How much would you like?
Alright, let's see how far we can push this. Hang on. 50 to 68, really? Alright, let's go for 68.
What? Much too much.
Okay, that was pretty high up, so I'm going to go with 55.
Agreed.
Fine. Not a massive difference there, but whatever. I'll tend to it.
Fine, I'll tend to it. Any victims? Someone go missing recently? Or are we just talking noises?
No one's come to harm, thank the gods. Why? Do you think it might be a monster?
Could be, but doesn't need to, though. Might also be grave robbers, tramps. Remains to be seen.
I can't rightly say what would be worse. Whatever the case, Godspeed, Master.
Will do, will do. Bit awkward not having, like, backing music here. But then, this is a very quiet pub that's very run down. So I'm not surprised. Alright. That was a bit of a detour, but we will pick that up later. My yen calls to me. Wow, there's a lot of drunkards here. Okay, so Olimur Cemetery. Lebioda's Gate. Alright. Use your Witcher senses to find the grave. Thomas Moreau, Professor. Ah, okay. That was easy.
Inscriptions in Elder speech. Salvation lies not in Dolnevde, but in our hearts. Glory be to Eldarin. Damn. Professor's journal's long gone. Guess somebody else found out about it too. Should look
I mean, they
around,
just left the shovel
see if I
there.
can find something else.
Wow, those monsters are brazen. Alright, well, let's leave those alone.
Footprints. Narrow and shallow. Somebody small, light. Woman, maybe? Wonder where they lead.
Wonder where indeed. Here?
Damn it. Trail breaks off. Wonder if the grave robber learned more than I did.
Go back to the thing? No. Okay. I do like the backing music for the Blood and Wine, like when you're in Beauclair specifically. It's quite nice and dreamy. So I'll just go back to the grave, right? Examine again.
Professor certainly can't do much to help me with my search.
Yeah.
Won't learn anything else here. Map Yen sent me will have to do. Also,
Alright, well.
mentioned both Eldarin and Dolnevde, Valley of the Nine.
Valley of the Nine. Alright. So check the location of Nevda on the map Yennefer sent you. And that would be somewhere. Oh, I have to actually physically check the map first. Okay. I see. I see, game. Dum da dum. Come on. There we go. So, what's this? That's the escort. That's Grandmaster. That's the trial. Blah, 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 blah. Is it down here? Letter of safe conduct. Is this it? Old map of Toussaint. And we still got the hand as well. Alright. Great. Yeah, that's so clear. Thank you, Yen. Couldn't have put like a big red X on it or something?
Site marked on the map's all wet now. San Retour flows through there. Must be where the Valley of the Nine once lay. Need to explore the location.
Okay, where exactly is that? Well, there ain't a faster way of getting there. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a marker here to get this notice board, and we will find our way there with Roach. So, I've seen a couple of things that, obviously, The Witcher 3... Sorry, not The Witcher 3. The Witcher TV show on Netflix has been renewed for a Season 2, because quite clearly it's been very, very popular. And people have been saying about, here's a couple of things that we really want there to be for the new season. So, an episode all focused around Gwent, which I think would be a really good episode, actually, because you could have it just like be a tense poker tournament with, you know, some high-tension stakes or whatever it may be riding on the Gwent tournament itself, and then at the end of it, you could reveal it's actually a monster that's playing the game at the same time, and then the witch has to take care of it. So there's actually good potential for an episode all about Gwent, specifically. And then there's another thing about, oh, we should make sure that there's an episode of where Roach is trapped somewhere where they shouldn't be, like just on top of a building or something similar. This is not great, but whatever. So just finding Roach in a random place that he shouldn't be would be great too. Alright, let's go and find this notice board. There we go. Alright. Players of the one and only true Gwent wanted. That cocksucking Count Monnier insists on fucking up Gwent, so I've decided to say fuck him and organise a tournament of my own. I cannae promise you all of Monnier's finery, for I ain't as rich as that bastard. You can be damn sure, however, that, unlike at Monnier's, we'll play the one and only true Gwent with no shitty Skellige faction. Yaki Raffiberg. I'm pretty sure Skellige decks have been included quite a lot, but whatever. Missing horseshoe. I've lost a horseshoe. It was a good one with these nice Ponzi corks. Paid dearly for it, Belhaven. Don't make ones like it here. Return it to me and I'll give you a bottle of a fine vintage in gratitude. Marcella Bassan. P.S. You'll have to bring it to me. I'm not too mobile on account of my horse missing a shoe and all. That makes sense. I'm a beekeeper. That is to say, I was until last year. A mysterious plague wiped out all the bees in my hives, and I won't stoop to stealing wild ones. If you have any bees for sale, I'll gladly buy them. Alois. Guide wanted. In my capacity as a scholar... In my capacity as a scholar at the Imperial Academy, I have spent the better part of the last 2 decades studying ancient elven culture. My most recent research bears the working title, The Influence of Ancient Elven Architecture on Human Structures. I'm aware the Caraberta Woods have been classified as extremely dangerous by the Ducal Guard, but to a true scholar, the quest for knowledge is what matters most, more than even life itself. That is why I seek a local hunter or knight to be my guide and guard. Serious offers only. Respectfully, Johann Neskens. Announcement from the Ducal Guard. Due to the Knights' tourney currently being held, it is kindly requested travellers do not provoke Knights Errant, nor challenge them to any duels. Non-adherence will be penalised. Deputy Commander of the Ducal Guard, Horace de Funès. And the Hortense Vineyard gets closed until further notice. During an attack by hideous creatures resembling overgrown insects, the owner of Hortense Vineyard sustained serious injuries. As the threat is still present, Hortense Vineyard will be closed until further notice. Our sincere apologies. Alright, we've got lots of markers there. I think good. I'm just going to make my way out of the village. Excuse me, thank you. Make my way out of the village, and then is there anything on the way there again? There's an undiscovered location marker, so I think we'll find that. Alright, Roach. Here we go. Come on. There we go.
Go.
I also haven't seen, like, in the TV show, Geralt doesn't have any difficulties getting onto Roach at all, and I'm like, that is clearly not true to the game. Like, what just happened there, so, you know. Alright, there we go. Horse stamina go. But, to be fair, I'm, again, speaking as someone that has no idea what the... Oh, wow. Oh, arc spores. I didn't read any of the, whatchamacallem? The bestiary entries. I should do that. Alright. One of plenty. And let's have Quen. This is an interesting enemy. Wow! Okay. So I guess you have to attack the main spore. So I assume that they explode and poison me, which is pretty bad. But I might be able to keep the health up. Yeah.
Marcus spores will sprout again. Should destroy the area if I want to get rid of them for good.
Alright, well. Hey, level 2. 2 points available, rather. Sweet. So let's actually have a look at my character then, because it's been a while. So, I think there's an achievement for unlocking everything in a single tree, and I'm like, I don't even know how you'd even do that. But for us, specifically, we were going for alchemy, I believe. We've got 3 out of 3, 3 out of 3. Don't need to slow time. Oil applied on the blade. Here we go. This might be good. Yeah, let's do this. We'll acquire that. And then we'll also acquire this. I'm keeping everything else on. The gourmet stuff is still useful. Adrenaline points increase both weapon damage. I might get rid of that one and replace it with the green one, but I'll wait until we've filled out more of this tree, actually. If we even do that, because I'm level 40 now, so... Cool, alright. Oh yes, let's read the entries, because... Big Harry says, I got my teeth kicked in on those many times on Death March difficulty. Yeah, I can imagine they're pretty hard, because they'll be teleporting around all over the place, and you have to actually make sure you're targeting the right person. Or rather, the right spore, I guess. Alright, so... where are my unread ones? Is it this? No, that's the contract for Geralt. Here we go. Alright. On sound waves, bats and Shelmars. Few know that sound is in fact not just a noise but a wave, just like the waves of a sea striking against the shore. And just like them, sound waves strike everything in their path which causes them to break. This particular property of sound is used by some species of animals and monsters as they carry out a kind of terrain mapping using their sense of hearing. Bats, which produce a specific sound to conduct echolocation based on how this sound's waves bounce off potential obstacles, make for a good example of this. Curiously, Shelmars, mighty though completely blind monsters, have developed a similar mechanism. They are able to locate their opponents by sensing the vibrations of even the faintest sound wave. Cool. This is the summons from Duchess Anna Henrietta. That's the deed to Corvo Bianco. So Corvo Bianco is now mine. He is to make it fertile and beautiful and shall enrich himself from the harvest that the land provides for his own glory and the glory of Toussaint. Cool. And then that's a horn of a unicorn. Okay, so the Ducal... Ah, here we go. We've got some interesting stuff here. So, the Ducal Chronicle from 1268, 2nd edition. In the month preceding the celebration surrounding the Festival of the Vat, the ducal couple and a delegation of notables embarked on a neighbourly visit to the court of Queen Calanthe from Cintra. The visit had both a social and political dimension, for the Duchess was hoping Queen Calanthe would follow the dictates of international protocol and repay with a visit of her own. That should be preferably, but that says preferably, during the above-mentioned festival, thus gracing the celebration with her royal presence. The ducal couple was accompanied by their daughter, Anarietta. It is worth mentioning here that the infant is sprouting like a beanpole, and it shall not be long before it will be necessary to find her a husband. Time will surely add to her charms. As for character and imagination, she is not lacking either quality in the least. So yeah, Queen Calanthe is mentioned in Blood and Wine DLC. After watching the TV show, I now have a face to a name, even though that doesn't make sense because this is all about books. You have the Horn of Plenty. You don't really need the gourmet skill to take with the skill point slot. Oh, that's a good point, actually. I might get rid of that. Alright, so the Journal of Research into Arch Spores. Day 1. I have stumbled upon an extremely curious species, the venomous arch spore. So far, I've managed to distinguish 3 of its varieties, distinguished by colours. Green, the most common, yellow, and finally black, which not only exhibit the most aggression, but also show the extraordinary ability to pollinate plants near instantaneously. My research into arch spores continues. I think I've reached a point where observation is no longer enough to bring satisfying results. The species attacks mainly using a mandible located in the center of its flower, although when highly threatened, it may also spit toxic fluid. I was also able to discover arch spores are particularly sensitive to fire, which may prove a useful piece of information regarding how to neutralize them if necessary. That's a good point. I should have thought about that fire. Alright, is there anything else? Yep. Day 6, I've made up my mind. Tomorrow I shall try to obtain a sample of the fluid. I've already begun preparations. Cool, alright. Catechans, a monograph. Before we sink our teeth, so to speak, into our analysis of the catechan, the creature to whom the present work is dedicated, by way of introduction, let me present to our less experienced readers what exactly vampires are and what they are not. To our great displeasure, a great many myths concerning these creatures have arisen over the years, and the popular tales about them have served only to make popular superstitions and falsehoods. In the common folk's imagination, vampires are dead men and women arisen from their graves, wraiths driven by an unquenchable thirst for warm blood. Yet nothing could be further from the truth. These creatures first came to be on another world, arrived in ours centuries ago, and have since learned to live among men and evolved at our side. The widespread belief that vampires must drink human blood in order to survive is flat out wrong, though they do in fact often partake of our vital fluid, for human blood affects their physiology as alcohol does ours. A vampire's bite does not turn its victim into a vampire, a state of affairs which would in fact be counter to logic, for it would mean the world would soon fill with vampires as they multiply at an exponential rate. Running water presents no barriers to vampires, not even if it's cold, but vampires are immune to the forces of both heat and cold, so don't try and use Igni against him. Got it. Now for the most important matter. Vampires have learned to live in the sun, for this is not harmful to them in the least, though they absolutely never shimmer or glisten when struck with the sun's rays. Ooh, the subtle shade at twilight, eh? So don't use Igni against him. They get drunk when they have human blood, which is potential trap plans. Okay. And people hate Twilight. Good, got it. Alright, so that's contract. Ducal. Okay. Ah! So there's a difference between the first and the second editions. Okay. So this first bit is the same. They were hoping that Queen Calanthe would follow the protocol and do the festival. However, the ducal couple was accompanied by both daughters, Sienna and Anarietta. It is worth mentioning here that both infants are sprouting like beanpoles, and it shall not be long before it will be necessary to find them husbands. In the case of the elder daughter, Sienna, this should not prove a problem, as suitors will flock from all over the civilized world for the chance to be husband to the future Duchess, especially when they see her portrait, which will not even require much embellishment. Things are somewhat different in the case of young Anarietta, who is overly thin and furthermore auburn-haired. The hope remains, however, that time will add to her charms. As for character and imagination, neither girl is lacking in either quality at least. Ah. So, Sienna got wiped out from the book. Yeah. Not even mentioned as a second daughter. Interesting. Okay. Why would that be the case? The wondrous world of insectoids, a supplement. Let it be known, there exists no more being more wondrous than the giant centipede. Verily I say unto you, blind is he who fails to see their evolutionary advantage over all other species. After all, is there another creature so perfectly adjusted to living under the ground as well as on top of it? Another being able to pelt through passages invisible to the naked eye and construct stunning subterranean cities? Verily I say unto you, let us bow before the divinity of 1,000 limbs before it is too late. Let us shelter behind the chitin thorax, on which the swords of our enemies shall break. Let us bring nourishment for the great mandible. Let us devote ourselves to these wonderful giants, these titanic insectoids, these scolopendromorphs. Let us resemble Sheomars, their humble servants, who make it possible for this grand species to become even stronger and even greater. Our toil shall be rewarded, I promise you this, praise the great mandible. So this guy is running a centipede cult. But Sheomars are servants to the great centipedes. Okay. Armed escort wanted. Testing with virtues. Slizzards through the ages. For many years it was erroneously believed slizzards were simply wyverns in their highest stage of development. One scholar, whose completion of an academic course of study must have been the result of no small miracle, heatedly defended this point of view in a scientific work, whose title I shall mercifully withhold. His main line of reasoning was an absurd and completely off-the-mark parallel drawn between the developmental cycles of the slizzard and Pieris brassicae, also known as the cabbage butterfly. A slizzard, claimed the author, is nothing but a fully mature wyvern that has developed fire glands. Utter rubbish! Let it be known once and for all that Charles von Linné is a filthy fop doodle and an uneducated knucklehead. A slizzard is not by any means the same beast as a wyvern. Okay. Kikimores, or Kikimore. Truths and myths about the insidious insectoids. Observation has shown that Kikimores are the most organized and hierarchical of the post-conjunction insectoids. Their workers follow the orders of warriors. They are all subjects of the queen, which seems to control the behavior of all members of the swarm, even though she remains hidden deep in the ground. Considering the small size of the species' cerebellar ganglia, which it functions as a brain, one may hypothesize that Kikimores possess a sort of hive mind, making them similar to ants. So this is the other side of the giant centipede stuff. The so-called giant centipedes are my only comfort in exile. Dearly have I paid for my wrongs, being exiled from the beautiful desert and steppes of Ophir to this hideous green country. Really? Hideous green country? I don't think that follows, but whatever. Where all the scents and flavors are so intense they make me sick, fills my heart with sorrow and regret. My only comfort seems to be a small colony of scolopendros, or more scientifically speaking, scolopendromorphs, here referred to as giant centipedes, living in the vicinity of my hut. These wonderful creatures, the sight of which reminds me of home, have most likely chosen this area to settle in because of the presence of shale Mars, whose dropping constitute the food of smaller animals, which in turn are consumed by the scolopendros. Sometimes I sneak up on them when they are feeding and admire their hooked limbs, mandibles so sturdy they seem made of iron, and chitinous thoraces shiny enough to let one to gaze upon one's reflection. Natural-born killers, a study of Garcanes. Garcanes are commonly described as lesser vampires. Do not be misled by this terminology, however, for they are extremely dangerous and devious creatures which men have stand no chance of defeating, even when greatly outnumbering the beasts. Garcanes possess a highly developed sense of smell. Once they are on your track, you are as good as dead. They have a special taste for adolescents and children, hence the belief that this vampire seeks out only virgins. There is a grain of truth in that, yet it is not a matter of sexual purity, but the level of blood pollution. The younger and healthier the victim, the tastier tidbit it makes for a Garcane. Okay, so some of them will hunt children down specifically. Alps, Bruxay's dangerous cousins. In the course of my research into Bruxay, I have stumbled upon certain inconsistencies that in no way correspond with what we already know about these dangerous vampires. My investigations have revealed that these seemingly erroneous accounts were in fact describing an Alp, not a Bruxa. It is an extraordinary discovery, a true milestone in the classification of these monsters. Even though legends tell of these vampires turning into pitch-black hounds or venomous toads, personally, I do not believe an Alp is capable of such polymorphy. However, it is almost certain that similarly to a Bruxa, an Alp may transform itself into a beautiful woman. This ability allows the species to blend seamlessly into crowds. To think that I may have passed such a monster completely unawares, fascinating. One of the fundamental differences between Alps and Bruxay is their fighting style when in the form of a vampire. Alps also possess the ability to turn into fog, which allow them to move noiselessly and attack by surprise. Most likely this is the room of the name common folk are giving them fleetlings. Okay, this did not give me anything new, but I'm going to read it anyway. In our lands, that is to say, in the fair Duchy of Toussaint, the hunting of basilisks is a long and storied tradition, one reaching back to the dawn of our present history. Attesting to this is a note written by one Zenon of Tritium, a leatherworker in the year 1023. In it, one finds mention of commission for a corset to be fastened from the hide of that winged serpent called Basilicus by some. See Vedetto Fiari manuscripts through the ages 1278. While lesser hides can come from beasts felled by age or hunger, the costliness and expanse of this corset would have necessitated the skin of a basilisk taken in its prime, and therefore required a hunt. Without the engagement of a witcher, or as a last resort a knight or mercenary, such a hunt would have perforce meant the gruesome depth of the foolhardy hunter. Yet those adept at the task, witches chief among them, hunted basilisks and their cousins, cockatrices, with great success, thinning their numbers till a mere handful remained. To give but one example, in the year 1100, basilisks are the regulus platinum subspecies dotted skies all across our land, yet in the present day only one exemplar still lives. There's only one basilisk left. Ooh. Forgotten species, the Protoflader. If you take a flader and magnify all of its most primitive traits, you will get a Protoflader. This beast, the flader's distant ancestor, arrived here from a parallel sphere centuries past, yet, unlike the flader, has remained untouched by any post-conjunction evolutionary processes. In our time, Protofladers are extremely rare, the most suitably adapted fladers having taken over their niche in our biosphere. Protofladers are thus lesser vampires. Their massive wide jaws constitute their main weapons, their sharp claws coming in a close second. Similarly to their more developed cousins, Protofladers rely on their instincts rather than intelligence, and are quite sensitive to the scent of blood. All the usual means of fancying vampires, such as vampire oil, black blood, and several weapons, apply to them as well. That's a contract. That is an announcement. And that's a cemetery. Okay, that was a lot of reading.
Someone needs an escort. That's something I do often that might be worth investigating.
Maybe? Maybe. We'll see. Kikimore Warrior. I did not think about going the right way, did I? Where's this map? Oh no, it's in the water. Okay, fair enough. So the cave, I assume, is going to be under the water. Yeah, here we go. So the entrance is that way. Go away, drowners. Don't have cat's eye on at the moment, but hopefully I don't need it. Alright, so here we go. Got a chest. I'll take all that, thank you. I'll take Hornwort. I'll just loot all the stuff that's around here, shall I? Probably a good idea. Ooh, armored die. Oh, there's a locked chest there. Okay, fair enough. Alright, let's surface. And yeah, you know what? Let's take off that horn of the gourmet skill slot. So if we take this off, remove, and then we put this one on, I will put it here, but then I'll swap it over. Oh, it doesn't replace the other one. That's fine. So it was the strong back, yes. Always appreciate having the strong back one, honestly. Cool. Alright. So I guess I have to actually manually look for this entrance with Witcher senses. Let's get a torch, shall we? Or a crossbow. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure why they even give you the ability to fight stuff under the water, because when you use a crossbow, it just kills them instantly. Or at least 2 shots. Alright, and go! Witcher senses, Witcher senses, tell me where I need to go. Ooh. An open chest. I'll take that. More stuff. Ooh, magic sword. Alright. Do I need to go through? This looks like a portal. In we go. The point of having combat underwater is so that you won't loot things under the water when you're too low level for the area. But when you have a crossbow, you can just kill the stuff anyway, right?
Moreau's tomb to activate the entry portal. Wonder what surprises this place has in store.
Turn and face the strain. Alright, let's get a torch out. The fact that you have a crossbow and it instantly kills stuff under the water makes me feel like... Oh wow, we've got elven stuff, cool. Makes me feel like we can't have the player be defenseless when they're in the water being attacked, but then also we can't have it take ages for the monsters to die.
Spikes. Sick sense of humor someone's got.
I guess so. Why? Run! Ooh. Okay. That didn't really help me, but I guess I can go downstairs now. I don't want to drop, actually. I'm going to go through the other door. Doo-doo-doo-doo. The monsters don't get killed if they're much higher level than you. Okay, that's fair enough. Thank you. I just imagine Geralt stuffing his face with this Horn of Plenty now. I didn't need that, but I'm taking it anyway. Okay. What is this? Hello. Whoa. So you're guardians, I see. Okay. Alright. Let's have Quen on, shall we? Wow, wow, wow. That's one Guardian down. Great. Powdered monster tissue. And no more statue. I will say having the gourmet skill on made it so that I didn't actually need to think about feeding myself, but now I do. So I might change that back eventually, but we'll see. I don't want to drop just yet, so... Oh, well, never mind then. Okay, might as well drop. Surprised he didn't break his neck. Let's go this way. Ooh, hello. Oh, it's just blood mass. Okay. That seems like a good way to die, so I don't want to do that. Is that something I need to read, or... Aha! Nope, just silver. Cool. Can I climb? Thank you. That'd be nice. So is this the same place as I was before? Seems like it. And if I climb up here, where does this go? They seem to add a lot more stuff to mine and farm. You know, more herbs and so on. Actually, I should check about the swords that I've picked up. Are they any better than what I've already got? That is. That's not. That's not. That's not. Okay. Okay, well, that's still a decent change, so. Plus 8 damage, I'll take that. Those 1-point skill points are good in the early game, but later on the 3 to 5 skill points are much better. Yeah, I guess. It's just I've had Gourmet on for so long that it's like, well, why would I ever take it off? Alright, okay. Let's keep going. Ooh. I can take this. I can take something else as well. Professor Moreau's diary. Okay. Since certain suspicious individuals have begun hanging around outside my laboratory, I've been forced to implement additional security measures. I suspect they are but common criminals looking for something shiny to steal and have no real interest in my research, but better safe than sorry. Furthermore, on the advice of an engineer acquaintance of mine, I've decided to secure the premises with a simple mechanical apparatus. In one of the rooms along the route to the laboratory, I've installed a mechanism for locking and unlocking the doors, which is operated by pressing 4 protruding stones placed high up in the walls. I can bypass this lock with ease by using a simple spell, but a common thief will be faced with a double challenge. First, he must notice these stones and puzzle out their purpose, then he must find a way to press them. And they give you a crossbow in case you didn't have one already to be able to do this. More Guardian? More Guardian? Yep. Wow! Yes, you did just do this. You dead? Yeah, you did. Cool. Okay, so... just keep grave robbing. Just keep grave robbing. Let's go this way first, because it's a dead end. Okay, well, that's not quite the dead end I wanted, but fine. Recommend to find the blacksmith in Beauclair to get the Grandmaster Witcher's diagrams. Set bonuses are pretty useful. Yep, I will probably try and do that if I can. I just never got around to doing it in the main game. But I feel like it would be more worth it here. Well, zipline it is. Right. Please. Alright. I am going to make a save because I do not trust this game. Not in the slightest. You know? Come on. If I jump, please hold on. Did you see that? I pressed circle once, and Geralt started moving forward. Well, I've said this many times, I don't play this game for the gameplay. I play it for everything else but the gameplay. So, well, anyway. All I did was press jump once. And I wasn't even that far on the edge either. And now I have to sit through a loading screen for it. Oh well. I'm not salty. Promise. There's probably an interact with it on the other side, perhaps, by pressing X or something similar. I don't know. But this is no Uncharted game. And even Uncharted's gameplay is not, like, fantastic. So, using that as a comparison point is kind of like, oof, Witcher 3 is bad. Alright. So, how does this actually work, huh? Like, there's a bow there. Seems like... Oh, hello. Oh, well, there we go.
Of course. Locked. Notes I found mention 4 protruding stones. Gotta press them somehow. Crossbow, maybe? Could try to hit them.
Alright, well, let's do that, shall we? Why am I using the broadhead bolt? Precision bolt, tracking bolt. Just bolts, yeah.
Ugly bastard.
He's calling the rock an ugly bastard. Okay, so that's what? 2. Where's the third? There's the third. Okay, 4th? Where's the 4th? It's not going to be down there, is it? 1, 2, 3. Let's see, can we aim for another one? No? Oh, now I get the option to examine it.
Not bad. Wouldn't mind having something like that myself.
Yeah? Is that supposed to help? Or what? Alright, so... 1... 2... 3... There's none on this wall. There's none on that wall. Trying to get, like, close to the edge and see... Get a better look at stuff. Like, it's not going to aim that one down there, right? Where's this last thing? There's only so far up you can point as well. Where is it? So, 1, 2, 3. Gotta be in this room, right? It's not gonna be outside this room, because that would be unfair. Statues round. Okay. This led to a dead end. Alright. I think one right under you. Well, I didn't think there'd be one on the floor. Because chances are you'd just stand on it, right? I mean, if it's down there, maybe. I'm trying to think if the reason why that skeleton is there is because the person tried to shoot the thing, then that would make sense, right? Maybe it's just the angle. Where is this last stone? Yeah, let's have the torch out again for a minute. Because that one's definitely done. That one's definitely done. There isn't one on this side. I've shot the one across there. So it feels like it would need to be... Oh, I'm an idiot. Here. Ta-da!
Ah, did it.
What's this? Gold nuggets. That might come in handy. Ooh.
Interesting as places go. Seems someone put a lot of thought into its design.
I have a feeling I might be fighting some gargoyles. Just a hunch. Yep.
Unwanted guest. Intruder. You are not welcome.
Ooh.
Yeah, figured as much.
Excuse me. I'll keep Quen on, thank you. Thank you. Ooh, gargoyle paw. Find the way forward, eh? Gold diamond necklace. Put the paw on. Aha!
Great.
A new portal!
This just keeps getting better.
This is where the fun begins.
Damn it, back where I started.
Oh, I see. Alright, well, unless there's more fights with gargoyles, this should be okay to figure out. Let's go through this one.
Damn it,
Okay.
back where I started.
So it's not left first. Okay, well, it was right rather than left. That was a lot easier than I thought it would be. Ah, okay, fair enough. So, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 potentially to choose from. But we're just going to do this sequentially. I mean, if the game was quicker at loading through everything, that would be helpful.
Again. Could be some clue around here, right?
You don't need a clue for this, though. You can do it by trial and error. You just go through each portal for a while.
Gotta find the next portal.
Alright, so go on then, girl. If there's supposed to be a clue, what is the clue going to be? You know? Okay, well I can't reach the other ones, so we'll just go through here. Bet you'll be lost for a while? Yeah, I guess so. Alright, so clue. No clue, no clue. I hope it wasn't something to do with the gargoyle itself, though. That would be annoying. Still can't do anything down there, so let's go back. But it was definitely right first, I think.
Damn it, back where
Yeah.
I started.
So right first, then we're on to the top level. Okay. The top level, so it wasn't left or right, so it must be the one that's across from me.
Right. Now to find the next portal.
But this was blocked off. So how are you supposed to get to the portal that's across from you? Hello? What's that? Right. Have a torch out, shall we? It's not very helpful, but it's a little bit helpful. So it wasn't left, and it wasn't right on this part. So it has to be across. Invisible bridge, maybe? Oh, unless I have to actually go down a level to go up a level. That makes sense. There is one clue you need to follow. I'm sure there is. So, I was wondering whether it's these marks underneath the portal stuff. But there's a mark there. And there's a mark there. So... Oh, it's the statues. Fine, we will follow the statues. Okay. So that statue is pointing over there. I guess I just have to climb down and then climb up again. Yeah. I mean, the hint is in the quest name, actually. Turn and face the strange. So just follow the statue. Alright, which way you pointed to?
How to find the next portal.
So it's that one there. Whoop. Hey, alright, so it's definitely pointed to this one. Hello, the real Pie Master. Thanks for joining the stream. How are you doing today? We found Professor Moreau's laboratory. Have all these clues, all this loot.
Just need to pick an entry.
Okay, first entry. Okay, I didn't expect him to be fiddling around with stuff without having any, like, experience of what was going on, but... Okay.
The 18th of Yule, year 1102. Today I begin my great life's endeavor. One greater and more significant than any I have thus far undertaken. For it relates to me personally. To myself and my son. When 15 years passed, a beast of the forest assaulted me. A witcher came to my aid, saved my life. I could not know that for said salvation, I would in the end pay by relinquishing any say as to my own son's fate.
The Law of
If I had
Surprise!
skill to turn back time, I would have done so, and perished rather than surrender to the witchers my only son. But as it was, on the day when Jerome was taken, I swore an oath on my honor that I would recover my son. Today, following years of research and preparation, I have at last devised a device that allows me to study mutations. If the gods in their goodness grant me but a bit of favor, I shall find a way to reverse said mutations and restore Jerome to a normal life.
Wow, cool. A real Pie Master says I just woke up to get ready for work. Yeah, that sucks.
Enhance Witcher mutations. Wanted to reverse them. Wonder if he managed. And if there's anything in it for me.
No, that sounds too good to be true, Geralt. Come on. Yeah, it must suck to work on a weekend. Pimmsy does it all the time, and I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna have a lie-in, you know? I'm feeling nice and refreshed after a whole week of work. Having to lie in on a Saturday is great. Alright, third entry. Actually, should I do this? Yeah, I'll do this. And then we'll fill in the gaps later. I was wondering whether it would make more sense to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Observation number 30. The mutations do not set in at once. Curiously, they do not develop over a span of time. Rather, for a mutation to progress towards completion, the appropriate mutagen must be applied continuously. The subject does not bear this well, but I found a way to make the mutations less taxing, invasive, To the mutagen base, I add the albumin of a mutated giant centipede egg. Stored in a glass terrarium, the eggs do not develop. Remain small. The eggs themselves are a sight to behold. Mutated, they are luminescent, emitting a wondrous glow. I can only hope my addition of the albumin will produce no significant side effects. Time will tell.
Okay. The real Prime Master says, I have no other plans on the weekends. I like my job, it's just that I'm not a morning person. I am very much not a morning person either. I've always been that way. If we select no crystal, what does it do?
Crystal for this entry's missing. Might be somewhere. Should look around.
Yeah, okay. Let's find the rest of the... Oh, I can't actually get out of this menu.
Crystal for this entry's missing. Might be somewhere.
So I guess they intended you to fill in the gaps later on. Alright, 5th entry.
Years of experiments, research, sacrifice, all for naught. I have failed to achieve my defined objective. Each mutation I applied to my subjects proved ineffective when applied to Jerome. What I meant to cure him of his witcherism, that which I meant to restore to him a normal life, only deepened his mutations, further augmented his speed and strength, rendered him yet more inhuman.
More
Since my
inhuman.
promise to remain a witcher forever, I have failed. The time has come to abandon this place. Return home to Lydia. She may yet deign to take me back.
Oh, that's sad.
The contraption and mutagens I leave here. Let them wither and crumble. As did my dreams of regaining myself.
Lydia, he is Dragonborn. I can't think of any other famous Lydias, honestly, though.
So the professor wanted to reverse the mutation's effects. Ended up deepening them. Stroke of luck for me. Could profit from his failure.
Okay. Oh, right. So you have to look around for the crystals first and then do this. Well, thank you, game. Let's summarize.
So, Professor tried to neutralize the effects of witcher mutations. Only managed to enhance them, though. Used the albumins of giant centipede eggs as his mutagen base. Need to go on an egg hunt.
Okay. Acquire mutated giant centipede albumin and find the missing megascope crystals. Yeah, let's try that. Ooh, hello. Oh, I've already taken that. Thank you. Ooh, okay, so that's one megascope crystal to look for. And there's the other one. Alright, well let's go and find these back. Why is it? Okay, I have to use rather than interact.
Pick an entry.
Yeah, alright, 2nd entry.
Observation 22. Despite applying a surfeit of toxic substances, significantly more than usual, the subject displayed no symptoms of overdosing. I believe this to be an effect of the mutations. Thus, a minor success. This mutation should allow Jerome better to tolerate toxicity.
Okay, so that's not necessary, but it's interesting to know. He's got higher toxicity.
Observation 58. Sometimes failure is the catalyst for success. I've discovered a method by which one type of mutagen may be transmuted into another through the addition of certain ingredients. This is a great day for science. In addition, I observed that today's dose of mutagens brought the subject to the brink of death. He then suddenly awoke, revived, his strength renewed. Not wholly, of course, but he did in a sense come back from the edge of death.
Cool.
Whether this is attributable to his mutations or to pure coincidence cannot be ascertained. I must conduct further experiments.
That kind of just sounds like one of the mutagens we've already got. I need to take care of a cat. 1 second, guys. That was not what I intended, but... Ugh. Okay. Oh no, microphone stand. Microphone stand. Okay, sorry about that. This boy wants his attention so badly, and he's just going back straight to... So I should probably explain, in this room we've moved stuff around in, we have shelves with books on, but the books are not, like, the most secure. So if they jump up onto the shelves, there's a very high likelihood the shelves are going to fall down. So, yeah, I'm kind of a little bit on edge when it comes to the cats in this.
Their donors weren't forced to give them up.
Might need to call the stream a little bit early, considering how forcefully the boy is requesting attention. Why can't I do anything with this? And the other thing of it is that we also have some shelves that are behind where the TV is. I have decided to close the door. I think that's probably best for everyone. Yeah, I'll just have to listen to the cat now. Okay.
Library. Mostly tomes on mutations and genetics.
Okay. Which are mutations? An introduction to research. Before embarking on any consideration of the mutations undergone by witches, let alone researching them, one should be aware of the specific physiology and biochemistry of these individuals. The transformations they experience during the trial of the grasses, which are widely considered to be irreversible, cause witches to become infertile while significantly increasing their physical strength and sharpening their senses. The processes also deprive witches of emotions and human reflexes. Although information about the trial of the grasses and other transformations to which young adepts of the witchcraft are subjected is strictly protected by master witches and witcher sorcerers, Ludovic Celestin of Banard claims the albumin of grey scolopendromorphs, the strain of giant centipede more commonly known as pale widows, constituted the base of witcher mutagens. However, all research confirming this theory has been lost. Pale widows, eh? And I don't suppose we'll be able to find the remains of any witches around here. The lesser mutagen transmutator. Blue to green. So, blue to green. Oh.
Guessing this man didn't come here willingly.
Experimentation!
Intriguing as machinery goes, but how do I start it up?
You step inside and trap yourself. Are there any more things here? Oh, I didn't need to do that.
Just need to pick an entry.
Yeah, we'd leave.
Seen enough.
Okie dokie. I think we're done here. So let's go and find some mutated giant centipede albumin. Wherever that may be.
Mom's awake when she's not in the good.
Hello. Pale Widow. Ah, okay. Oh my goodness. Such a needy, attention-seeking cat. Okay, is Quen still on? Yeah, Quen's still on. Oh, you're the wrong one. Oh, okay. I suppose it doesn't really matter which one I go for as long as they end up dying. It's going to take a while for me to actually grab one of them, though. They're not regenerating, are they? Ooh. Come on, you sent. Oh, okay. Fair enough, that's my bad. Ooh. Come on. Hey, there we go. Pale Widows, huh?
Your eggs.
Okay, so let's read the entry for Pale Widows, shall we? Bestiary, Pale Widows. Right, so the bestiary entries for monsters do actually change based on whether you've read the thing or not. Or at least they are different to those. Right, anyway. Pale Widows. Never have I seen such a creature. It was like a giant centipede, but white, utterly white. Account of Dr. Vittorius de la Vega after the first encounter with the Pale Widow. This rare variety of giant centipede dwells in underground lairs and owes its name to its usual pale white colouring. Like the more common giant centipede, its body is covered in hard chitinous armour with numerous hooked limbs sticking out from underneath. Some scholars raise these creatures in laboratory conditions for the properties of their albumin, which makes them an excellent base for the brewing of mutagenic potions. And they are vulnerable to insectoid oil and Erden. Okay. Well, let's find some eggs, shall we? Lovely, delicious, albuminous eggs. And that's back where I was. Ooh, okay. So there's nothing that way, but there's more centipedes to come.
Time to end this.
It's just out of the range. Come on, centipede. Aha! Slowed you down. Why is this not working? Oh, is it because I'm attacking the back? I guess it is. Yeah, okay. Ah, that's much better. Sweet. That was very effective. Got all those eggs. Give me your eggs. Give me all your eggs. Yum, 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 yum. Tasty eggs. And is this a point of no return, or... That's just the way out. Oh no, it's I'm back to where I started. Sweet. Right. Can I... Oh, it has to go in the back. Okay. Here we go. Get undressed and activate the Moreau's contraption. Well, okay. Sure, why not? Let's get naked. So we will take off that, this, that, this, and now I am naked.
No point going in wearing full gear. Gotta drop my armor.
Okay. Fine, Geralt. I get it. So, unequip, unequip, unequip.
Professor's mutagens might work on me as they did on his son. Well, time to find out.
This is incredibly dangerous. Like, what if he just died? You know? That would be the end of Geralt of Rivia, trapped in a laboratory. Ooh. Was it worth it, Geralt? Probably, right? Higher threshold to toxicity. You've unlocked the mutation system. Mutations let you gain new capabilities, increasing advantage over normal men, giving you an added edge in killing monsters. Open the character panel. But first, let us put our clothes and armor back on. Blip, 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 oh, blip. There. Are these boots better? Yeah? Kinda? Yes, better. Okay. Just put plain swords on. That's silver. Where's steel? Here's steel. Don't think I've got anything that's better than that so far. We good? Yeah, I think we're good. Cool. To the character panel. You are not just a mutant, you are a super mutant. Press triangle to open the mutations panel. To use mutations, first you must research them. To do this, choose one of the available mutations. Okay, so we've got... Ooh, hello. For mutation research to finish successfully, you must devote the required number of ability points and mutagens to it. Okay. Choose one of the advanced mutations. I didn't pick one. To develop advanced mutations, you must first develop other more basic ones. Information about this can be found in the description. Okay, so... Each fatal blow dealt by a sword dismembers the enemy or activates a finisher. Each blow dealt by a weapon increases attack power to a maximum of 250%. Bonus is lost if you take damage. Okay. At the start of the combat, power is increased for 30 seconds by 30% for each foe. The bonus is 300% when fighting 11 foes. Okay. That needs piercing cold and bloodbath. What's this one? That's not bad. Needs adrenaline rush. And adrenaline rush needs piercing cold and bloodbath. When drawn, magic, unique, and witcher swords increase 50% damage. Improved by researching mutations. Okay, we got this. Each point of toxicity. Nah. Each adrenaline point increase. Ooh, that's pretty good. Cat eyes. Crossbow damage is increased from 86 to 658. That's very specific. Very, very specific. They pierce and knock down or stun opponents. When they lose vitality, they lose 50%. Applying critical effects applies a random decoction. Witcher senses help you see... Witcher senses help you see better in dark places. That's almost worth it just because of how many dark places you do. But I think I'll probably want to go for this second life one. And now I see why you have so many ability points to use. Because, yeah. Okay. So I'm pretty sure I have some items that allow me to redistribute my points, right? Okay. Yes, thank you for telling me about dyes now. I didn't want to look at dyes, but whatever. So, black, purple. I'm sure there was an item I had that redistributes skill points. I think it's probably under potions, right? Unless it's something else? I forget what the thing's called now. That's needed for one achievement. The last achievement I needed, kill 50 enemies by killing them with a headshot from a crossbow. Yeah, I'm not looking to do achievements and so on. Like, I really don't care about them that much. What I do care about is that item that lets you redistribute your skill points, because I think I have one of those somewhere, but I don't know where it is. Like, the sort options don't really help me, and that just sorted everything even though I didn't want it to. Well, whatever. What's it called? These are all books, right? I'm trying to remember what the name of the potion actually is, because then I might be able to look for it a little bit better. Magic lamp, Potest Acquisitor. Not this, is it? Old wine from Toussaint. We've got the albumin. Because I want to actually play around with this mutation stuff, but I don't seem to be able to because I don't actually have any ability points. It should be in potions. I thought it would. Right, inventory. I didn't look in potions that often, to be fair. Basilisk, cockatrice. Dum 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 dum. But I don't even know what it's called, so I'm like just going through this list because it might be here. Enhanced black blood, golden aureole, cat, drowner. Oh boy. I might not even have it. Yeah, I think I don't have it. That's fine. So let's leave the laboratory and we will do this another time. I hope some alchemy supply people have it though.
Portals. Feels dead. Maybe a sign will revive it.
Maybe. Ta-da. Potions of clearance. Right. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't have a potion of clearance. Okay, let's just head over to the shore, and then we'll figure out where we need to go next. But yeah, that was a pretty good side quest to do early. Thank you for the tip. Because if I had waited a lot longer to do that, and they were like, oh, these mutations would have been really helpful if I'd played the rest of the game with them. Yeah, thank you for that. So, we are level 40. We've got lots of stuff that's under level 40 now. We've got fist fights. Father knows worst. Okay, let's do this. And we'll figure out what we want to do after that. Oh no, let's do this one. Guillame. So, world map. And... oh wow, that's quite far away. Okay. Well... why don't we... Alright. Alchemy supplies will be the place that has potion of clearance, most likely. So I'm going to just quickly go to the alchemy supply place and see if they've got the thing that I want. I wonder if I can eat and drink the Horn of Plenty while on Roach. Ah, that's nice. Get drunk on a horse. Whoa! Excuse me, bear. Don't mind me. And we'll do some adventuring and looking at undiscovered locations later on. If they're going to be more like monster nests, then it's interesting for the first few times to see the new like creatures, but otherwise that might be something I leave for later on. Whoa. Come on, Roach. Come on. Here we go. Lots of sunflowers. You're right next to Regis' house and you didn't even stop by. Well, I was planning to go to do Regis stuff later anyway. Just because I'm like, it's main story progression, and I don't know if you're going to get locked out of doing side quest stuff if you do the main story stuff first. So, okay. Right. How far away are we from the alchemy supply place? Pretty far. Let's do that. Do-do-do-do-do. Plus, it's fun doing exploring and side quest stuff when you're, you know, you've got the main stuff to worry about. That's another thing in the TV show that they didn't do, is they didn't have Geralt do his own thing while the main plot was kind of like burning away. That'd be quite funny. But again, it's one of those things that only works for like a single episode, because if you do it for multiple, it's like, yeah, this doesn't work. But whatever. Alright, alchemy supplies. Alchemy supplies. Here we go. Hello, merchant.
Whoa! A witcher! A serious client at last. Tell me, what do you need? Honeysuckle, Ganesha petals?
Potion of clearance. What do you got?
Show me what you've got.
Okay, he has... I think that's a potion of clearance at the top. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I might as well buy 4, 3. I'll buy 2 to begin with. And then I've got all these alchemy stuff down here. Yep, that'll be useful. Because if I'm playing around with mutations, then I'll need all these different mutagen transmutators and so on. I'm running out of money. But it's a good thing I only bought 2 of them then. 2, 4, 6. Yep, I am out. Can't use anything else. If I sell you some runestones, though. Let's just sell you 1 to begin with. Have nice even numbers for most things. I can buy another thing here, right? No? No. Alright, well then we'll sell 1 of you. And we'll sell 1 of you. Okay, and then we'll buy you. And you. And you as well. Ooh, need to sell 1 more. Okay. So then we'll sell this one. Here we go. Cool. You're a very rich merchant now. Your business alright?
How's business?
The coin is good, but just between us, I'm going batty with boredom. I know what my customers want before they open their mouths. Boltmen, birch sap. Ladies of all walks, whatever fragrance Duchess Anarietta prefers at the time. If just once somebody would order some poison, eh?
Why would they do that? Alright, let's have a game of Gwent. I'll try and make some money back. But, again, I'm not risking too much. We'll do 10.
In the mood for a round of Gwent?
Geralt should have been walking in the street and a grandma would have asked him to pick up flowers. While he was doing that, a little girl asked him to get a doll, and when he finds out the doll is next to Stephen Smith's body, completing the Smith Bakery quest. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Ooh. Well, I don't need 2 decoys and 2 scorches, I don't think. Really? You passed already? Alright, well, I guess I'll play 1 card and beat you. Thank you for passing so early. My turn. More spies. Ah, that young berserker's going to change in a minute. So the young berserker doesn't change automatically, it seems. Hermione... okay. Now it changes. So then what we do is we just do Scorch, and you're dead. Lots of 4s? Yep. Well, let's just get rid of all those 4s, shall we? Oh, shit. I did not realize Scorch applies to me as well. That was dumb. That was actually dumb. Well, my bad. Yeah, I didn't realize Scorch applies to my own team. I think I got too used to the swords infantry unit that does Scorch as well. It's like the Wilhelm unit or whatever it is. Something like that. Yeah. Oh well. Okay. I mean, we're not that far behind. Ooh. What did that do? Yeah? Did that do nothing? Sounds like that did nothing. That seems like it did nothing as well. Okay. So... I can't double up my power and win on any of this, right? Or is that wrong? If I double up 19, does that do enough? Yeah? Yeah, that does enough. Cool. Thanks for the easy win, mate. It stops you from reviving anyone from your deck. Ah, that's why it didn't work with the dude. Cool. Okay, so we have our potion of clearance now. Before I do this, I should be careful. Actually, let's make a save. All right, so the game's saved. All right, so inventory time. Potions it is. Sort by type. That didn't do anything, but whatever. So it's this at the bottom here. Okay. Consume. Alright, so now I go to my character sheet. I need to pick up the stuff that I had before, which was strong back. And strong back is... where's strong back? Here's strong back, okay. So I definitely want this one. And you're going to go top right here. So for this stuff, you need to have... oh, you can actually just use this now. Oh! These are just better abilities. Okay. Well, we'll do this. Then we do this. Then... when it says activate mutation... oh, I've unlocked them, but I haven't actually activated them yet. Okay, that makes sense. Do I want to do this? When drawn, magic, unique, and witcher swords increase sign damage dealt by 50% of their own damage dealt. Nah, I don't think that's worth it. We need to do this. And we need to do this. Wait. Oh, I don't have greater red mutagens. Alright. So in that case, I probably need to try and make some greater red mutagens. Do I even have the formula to do that? Alchemy substances, I guess it would be. Oh, I do. Oh, you can make... Yeah, cool. That's good. See, I thought the transmutator was simply just turn red into green, but you need other ingredients as well to do that. So, okay. So what do I actually need? Rubidoux and winter cherry. I don't have anything for lesser red mutagens either. Okay. Alright, back to character. So, I can't unlock this one because I don't have the red mutagens. So since I can't get all the way here to second life, you can only have one mutagen at once, I think. You can increase the number of skill slots too. Right. So if I activate this mutation here, that's done. The strength of Synapse's mutation has advanced to the next level. Okay. So you have an extra ability slot at your disposal. Color of the ability you activate in the slot must match the color of the active mutation. Advanced mutations distinguished by their yellow color require multiple types of mutagens, but allow you to use abilities from any of the combat signs of alchemy groups. Okay. That's cool. So... do I want to have anything on this side? Like, I don't really care about the cat eyes. I like the ability to see better in the dark, but it seems like a big investment for that. On the other hand, what am I using the ability points for? Nothing, right? Let's do it. So there's 2 there. So, yeah, why not? I'm not using them for anything else. You know? So I just need to have greater red mutagens somewhere. And what does this do? I need greater red mutagens there. And greater red mutagens there. Okay. That makes sense. So now I'm going to do the same thing I had before, which is this stuff. So that's getting activated in this slot. Because why not? So we'll do this, 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 this. Don't need strong attacks. Don't need arrow deflection. Do I need that? You can reset your skill points, but you will lose the mutagens. True. But as long as I can get more money, I should be fine, right? As soon as like I can unlock the mutations again. Alright, time is slowed. Adrenaline point lost upon taking damage. Yeah, I think I want that one. That'll go in another slot. Then we'll upgrade. Upgrade. Now I've got the next level down. So this one I want. And then upgrade. 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 That needs 20 points. I need 7 more points in here. Alright, well, at the very least, I'll put you here. So, strong critical damage, fleet-footed. Fleet-footed's not bad. Undying. That's a good one. So then, you go there as well. 3 out of 5. 4 out of 5. Uh-huh. 2 more points. Alright, well, that means Battle Trance gets 2 more points. Sweet. And then we've got Whirl, Spinning Attack. Rend deals additional damage in proportion to the stamina consumed. That's more strong stuff. After a successful counterattack, the next attack deals plus 30 damage. Crosscode, blah, 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 blah. The adrenaline points generated by sword blows are increased by 5%. Do I want the whirl or do I want something else? So I need... How many points do I need to unlock this last one? 10 points. So I might as well do this. Yeah. But I don't need to equip this one necessarily. Okay, so we'll do this one as well. I don't necessarily need to have whirl, I just need it to unlock this last bit. So here we go. Okay, so we activate that here. So, stunned armor, blah 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 blah, deadly precision. Each adrenaline point adds 1% to the chance of killing an opponent instantly. Can't be triggered more than 15 seconds. That's fine. And crippling shot, critical hits. Nah. No, I don't think I need that. Alright, so I think our combat stuff is done. I do want to have my Axie stuff upgraded just because it's useful for conversations. So this, this. Activate down here. Do I want puppet? I don't know if I want puppet. An active shield, maintaining it and blocking attacks drains stamina, damage. Ooh, that could be good. If I'm like trapped by an enemy in terms of them attacking me so aggressively, just holding a shield up. I am running a little bit low on skill points, but I think it's good to upgrade everything in one tree and then work my way down to the rest. Like, I've not used Igni and Firestream for ages. Erden might be useful for more of these tougher enemies as well. What else did I have in this tree specifically? Frenzy? I don't think I need Frenzy. This one's not bad. Don't need a steady aim. What are the other things I had here? I think I had stuff like Griffin School and Bear School techniques, but I don't think I need that stuff, really. Maximum toxicity by 30 points? I don't know if that's useful anymore. If stamina's too low, signs can be cast using adrenaline points? That could be useful if I'm mashing away. I had the most fun using Odd with a mutagen that freezes everything around you. Oh yeah, ice cold. That's a good point, actually. So let's see. Which one do I want to activate? So I'm not doing the toxicity one. Opponents killed by critical hits from signs explode. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I don't need that, so we'll do this one. Oh, it takes off that. Right. I see. Does that equip the thing again? Doesn't, does it? Yeah, you can only have one of the reds with that. Yeah, you know what? I'll try out the odd stuff. So then we can have our blue stuff at the top. Where's odd? That's odd. Yeah, why not? So we'll activate this, and then we'll activate that. Cool. Then odd strikes all opponents in a certain radius. Yeah. So let's put you down here. I should probably stick some actual mutagens on, right? So greater red. Then we'll have greater blue. I mean, I could put the blue mutagens back there, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, if we take these off, because then I don't need to worry about changing the main mutation anymore, either. That's not what I wanted. There, and here. There we go. So, I've got attack power 40. 7 points, 7 points. What can I put 7 points into? Like, I need 9 more points to unlock the next thing here. So, it's like, What do I do? R deals damage now. Could be useful for some, like, toughened enemies with extra skin, stone armor, stuff like that. Let's do this one. I have no idea how strong I'm going to get. Like, I'm level 40 now. I might get to level 45 maybe at the end of this DLC, but I'm not holding out much hope for it. And I've got 2 points. And the other thing that I didn't think about is that I need ability points to unlock these new mutations, don't I? That was dumb. Yeah. I need more than 2 now. 3. And more for that as well. Ah, well. Whatever. I'll level up more. It'll be fine, right? Yeah, it'll be fine. So, that was a lot of changes. Let's go ahead and save the game over the second slot I had, which was this one. I'm just going to compare. So we had 13 minutes of changing stuff around. Cool. Well, I'm happy with that. So now I need to practice using art a bit more. Alright, so, Guillame. Where are you, Guillame? Guillame. And I've got the light longship as well. Cool. Fast travel. To the tourney grounds. You've got tons of unused skills. Better put them in just because you can. Which ones are unused? I thought I'd put all the ones that I'd included, but maybe not. Because I've got plenty of the greater red, blue, green mutagens, so yeah, I might as well put them in if I can. So, character. Oh, these red ones, yeah, of course, duh. Alright, so we'll activate this and we'll put it in here. And then this one down here. Go on, Whirl. I might take Whirl out and replace it with this one. Yeah, take Whirl out. So then in this slot, we'll have a... Oh, I've only got one greater red mutagen. That's annoying. Lesser red or just red? Just red. Cool. Alright, that's better. Then I've got one more red one to put in. Is that it? Yeah, I think that's it. And I guess I'll put another red mutagen in, because why not? Ta-da! Superpower! Cool. Alright. Save the game. 11:55. Yeah, that's the one. Cool. Thank you for that reminder. That probably is going to be very useful because I would have completely forgot about putting that on. Oh, wow, there's a lot of people talking to me. I might actually go around doing the undiscovered location markers and trying to actively find more mutagen stuff now, because you got a lot more stuff to play around with.
Your wound. Feeling better?
It's healing splendidly, though I am to avoid trouble for some time. To be frank, that is precisely why I wish to speak with you.
Want me to stand in for you? Take on some trouble on your behalf?
That could very well be the case. You see, there is a maiden, nay, a lady. I suspect someone's cast an ill spell upon her. A curse, perhaps.
A curse? Ooh. Alright, 1 second, guys. I'm getting a call from Pimmsy, so I'm going to go to a quick intermission. Be right back. And I'm back, just sorting out some plans for dinner tonight. Alright, so there's a maiden, nay a lady, that has an ill spell cast upon her. A curse, perhaps. I bet I can guess her symptoms.
Let me guess. She suddenly grew cold, haughty, and distant, though the night before she was flirtatious and alluring.
Tut tut, Witcher. You jest, yet the matter is grave. Though true, the lady in question is dear to my heart. I shall not deny it. I fear she has fallen victim to ill magic, and knows no one she could turn to for help.
Okay. She's cursed. What makes you think so?
What makes you think she might be cursed?
You must keep all I say to yourself, I beg you. I would never dare to be so indiscreet normally, yet I'm troubled about her, for her.
Go on. Spill the
Vivienne
gossip.
shuns the company of others. Though the fairest maid at court, she keeps men at a distance. I thus determined I would resort to trickery.
Trickery? That even befitting of a knight?
In war, yes. And what is love if not battle? As it were, one evening I crouched in hiding outside her seamstress's home. As Vivienne emerged from it, I too emerged, ever so gently but convincingly collided with her, then promptly offered to escort her home.
That didn't work?
At first, all augured well. I proposed a more scenic route. She agreed. I made kindly forays into conversation, and she even began to respond as we neared the end of our route.
Then suddenly,
mid-speech, from her mouth there flew a most hideous shriek. I stopped stone cold in my tracks while she turned red, then promptly ran off. I did not give chase that time. I
Okay.
attempted to approach her on several ensuing occasions, to learn what had happened, for I feared she had become entangled in some trouble. I noted that often, come night, she ventures into the woods, where I've seen her walk about a glade near a pool. I've striven on occasion to follow her, but lost track each time. It seemed then she'd melted into the air.
Okay. By the way, this knight has got some glorious blonde locks. Alright. So the sound might not have been as strange as you remember.
sound you heard. She might have just had a sore throat.
Had I thought it possible the sound was natural, I never would have taken up your precious time.
Okay. Notice anything else unusual?
Notice any other strange behavior? Additional symptoms?
No, Vivienne's avoided me wholly since the first encounter. But folk gossip.
What about?
They say she's secretive, that no one ever sees her after dusk, that she's wont to suddenly disappear.
Nothing unusual about any of that.
Alright, is there anything else you can tell me about her?
Tell me more about Vivienne. Who is she? What's her story?
She's Her Enlightened Highness's lady-in-waiting. Her mother was a lady-in-waiting, her father a knight. That is all I've learnt, for the Duchessa grows angry when asked about her. Vivienne spends her days within the palace walls.
Trapped,
We are
I
in
see.
luck, for she has been named the tourney's patroness this year. Thus, each participant will be granted an audience with her.
Got a problem then. See, I'm not a participant.
I've devised a solution already. You shall take my place in the lists and thus gain the chance to speak to her. I was
Okay.
looking forward to winning the tourney, very much so. Yet for Vivienne, I am prepared to sacrifice anything.
That's very noble about you. Tell me more about this tourney, though.
This tourney, how's it work exactly?
It is the year's grandest and most important contest. Knights from all corners come to face off for the grand prize, and more importantly, for glory. A demanding test of knightly prowess in horsemanship, marksmanship, and fencing. I qualified for the first time, had great hopes of winning. Yet...
Yeah, I get it. Anything for Vivienne.
Alright, let's talk about my reward first, though.
Hardly a regular job, this. Not often I gotta take part in a tourney to fulfill a contract. Fee can't be anything ordinary either.
I am no magnet to command heaps of coin, but naturally I shall award you a just amount. How much do you demand?
Let's try going for 620? Try 650.
Agreed. That is
Oh,
an
okay.
amount I can indeed muster.
Fair enough. Alright, agreed. You got me curious.
I'll
A
look
very
into
yellow
it.
bird.
Gotta admit, piqued my curiosity.
I shall be forever in your debt. Now, we must ensure you are not eliminated from the tourney before you can meet Vivienne.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
Meaning?
Could you show me how you shoot, ride and fight, perchance? And you must learn the tourney rules, know how to apply them in practice. I did not mean to suggest I doubt your abilities. Everyone must train, even a witcher.
I think the rules are more
Besides, the tourney
important.
contests must surely differ, require skills you don't usually apply, races above all. The choice is yours. Where shall we start?
Oh, okay. I don't need any practice. I don't need to train. We'll do this. So target practice.
Marksmanship. Feel I need to do some shooting.
Guillaume de l'Enfant. Oh, it's Guillaume de l'Enfant.
Shall pit you against another for the best time and score. He who hits all his targets first wins.
Hope my aim's as good as that Cupid's who shot you.
Sometimes when you speak, I miss the meaning entirely.
The wall below is midnight. Okay, so hit the red.
Targets.
Don't shoot the blue. Oh, okay, I need to actually... Right, fair enough. Okay. I was like, did that not do them all? But no, that's right. Cool.
Once more?
No, I think I got the hang of it. That's enough.
Done enough shooting.
Where to now? If you wish to know my thoughts, were I you, I would train on the race course ahead of all else.
Sure. Horsemanship training.
Let's do some riding. Roach will like that.
Excellent idea.
This is more about just to learn how the course track goes.
The tourney's race differs from others you might have taken part in. You shall not ride against any opponent.
How's
Okay.
it a race at all, then?
It's a race against time. The true track begins in the arena, runs round the tourney grounds, then finishes again in the arena. The training track, however, lies beyond the arena. We shall go there now.
So it's just time attack. Okay, that's fair enough. It'll just be time remaining and then so on. That's fine. I can work with that. It's a lot easier than trying to make sure you stay in the lead ahead of someone.
All is ready. Now listen, for it can be quite the challenge. Along your route stand dummies and targets. The dummies you may cut with your blade. The targets you must hit from your crossbow.
Oh.
The time you have to complete the course shall increase each time you land a strike, be it with blade or bolt. It may sound simple enough, yet I've seen many a knight fail this contest and hang his head in shame. During the race proper, judges throughout the course shall tally your points. For now you may ride unperturbed by those
This is very
numbers.
complicated. So, Mount... Oh, God. Hang on. Where was the... God damn it. Should be in the inventory stuff, right? Let me pause the game! I can't do this now. Are you serious? I can barely see anything either. Right, so clearly... galloping is not the way to do this. God damn it, Roach! Oh my god, are you serious? This game is terrible. There we go. Jesus. So then you gallop to the next one and then what? Do they show up on the minimap? There's a checkpoint. Alright, and then... yeah. Clearly, galloping is not what you want to do. Alright, that's that. That's 2 checkpoints. Did I miss a target? I think I missed a target. You don't need to hit them, you just get a small time bonus. Then what's the point? If you don't need to hit them, there's no point in doing this. Yes, I know I'm leaving the racetrack because Roach controls horribly. Okay, well, clearly this is not going to work. I can't really see. You need to hit some of them to get a better time. Yeah, I figured.
So, have you had enough, or do you...
I'll give it another go.
No harm in going.
Right. Doing this in the dark is not great, but whatever. We'll try it again. So, not galloping, we're just cantering. Because otherwise, this makes it way too difficult to actually aim. You get that. Okay. And you can gallop to the next one, maybe. And then let go. And then do the canter. Why did you aim the other way, Geralt? There we go.
Come on now.
So that's that. Extra time added. There's a checkpoint. Alright, and then we'll let go again. So now let's do this. Oh, thank you. There we go. Where's the next one? So there's a checkpoint. Let go of that. Really wish it was easier to do this with 2 hands. You need 3 basically.
Whoa there, Roach.
You need to hit someone to get bad time, but not everything. Okay, well, I've had enough of this.
Had enough. Rather
Where to now?
I don't even know if I'm even going to win this.
be nice to swing, do some footwork, work up a sweat.
Very well. We shall practice infantry combat, one-on-one. Each knight opts for his own method. Rainfarn, for instance, fights halberd in hand. Come with me.
Yeah, hopefully I get to do this in the
You
daytime.
will team with other knights to fight. The clash simulates a true skirmish during battle. Come the end, you shall fight a duel. It will determine your place on the podium. I always liked the duels the best, but now I can think only of my Vivienne. In the end, it is good you will replace me. I sense I would simply be distracted this time.
So the duel seems to be the most important one if it's about the podium finish. Where are you going, Guillaume?
Stand at the center of the training ground. A knight will approach and challenge you.
This one? Okay.
For honor, sir, we shall cross swords if you'll allow it.
Sure.
Succumb to death's embrace.
Go on! Show remorse!
Not good.
I assume I can't use Witcher signs at all either. Right, you're dead.
Do you wish to practice fighting a moment?
No, I think I got that. That is good.
Think I've seen enough. Sorry to be blunt, but the simplest Witcher contract demands more skill than this kind of combat.
Now you must go to the inscription tent. Honor and glory are all true and good, but your scrolls must be in order.
Can you write your own name? I guess I will.
Hey ho! Night life is full of flop.
Well, to be fair, it is 3:50 in the morning, so I'm hoping by the time the tourney stuff actually happens, the sun will have progressed around and makes it a bit easier to see stuff.
Keep calm! Start no
Rolling on an empty stomach. Dreadful.
I'm not convinced about the horse racing stuff, though. Like, the fact that you can just skip getting some of the targets would suggest that, you know, you don't need to get any of them, so why don't you just race as quick as you can? Ooh, hello, loot. What does that say? The International Knights Tourney under the patronage of Lady Vivienne de Tabry. Participants registered and qualified to take part in the contest. Gregoire de Gorgon, winner of last year's tourney, he shall not participate in the general competition, but shall fight in the final bout against the knight who earns the most points. All signs seem to indicate Gregoire will defend his title. Onse, Prince of Lyria and Rivia, joining us for the 3rd time in a row. Horm Akaspark, Prince of Mayek, rumoured to be of Emperor Emir's blood, here for his 4th tourney. Baron Palmerin de L'Enfant, his 6th time in the tourney. Donimir of Troy, Redanian Knight, his 1st time in the tourney. Rainfan of Atra for the 7th time in the tourney, victor of the 1269 edition. Guy de Boisfraine of Mettina, a 2nd cousin of Reynard de Boisfraine, one of her Grace's Knights Errant, 3rd time in the tourney. Delwyn of Craig Giao, a young knight in the tourney for the 1st time. Tayo of Dorndal, a knight of the Order of the Flaming Rose, 1st time in the tourney. And Linos of Mettina, 3rd time in the tourney. And Guillame de L'Enfant, Baron Palmerin's nephew, 1st time in the tourney. Due to injury, Guillaume has transferred his place in the tourney to another knight. Gregoire de Gorgon, who could that be? Is it Gregor Clegane? I assume so, right? Can't think of any other famous Gregors that would be related to this, honestly.
A return to traditional values and morals.
I assume they're saying Gorgon as in ugly, not as in, like, an actual place or whatever.
Greetings.
Gregoire.
Want to join the lists?
Naturally, we must first see to formalities, however. At Guillaume's request, I have looked into your personal history in its heraldic aspects.
Really? What did you come up with?
Well, there was a strange fellow called Yaskia.
Show you may take part as Geralt of Rivia.
What a surprise.
Or as the Honorable Ravix of Forhorn. It's not every year we have a combatant who can boast of 2 crests. Which do you prefer?
Well, I have no idea what Ravix of Forhorn is supposed to be, but what did you learn about Geralt of Rivia?
Kinda curious what you could have learned about Geralt of Rivia.
In the year 1267, a certain Geralt, a member of the Witches' Guild, was knighted by Queen Meve and dubbed Geralt of Rivia. This was in honor of his distinguished service at the Battle of the Bridge, said structure spanning the Yaruga. But I wager you know of which battle I speak.
No.
Yeah, those were the days. Kahir and I led a fistful of Nordlings against an entire Nilfgaardian battalion. Won that battle just because we absolutely had to cross the river.
Alright, what did you dig about Ravix of Forhorn?
Ravix of Forhorn? How'd you manage to dig that up?
Here in Toussaint, we treat heraldry very seriously. One visit to the Ducal Archives. That is all I needed to acquire the necessary information. Ravix of Forhorn was the name under which you attended a feast honoring Princess Pavetta, daughter of Queen Calanthe of Sintra, on the occasion of her 15th birthday.
That's actually right.
But is that it? Alright, well then, what's the point? I'm just going to join as Geralt of Rivia. That's a cool little Easter egg thing, though.
I'm about to fight under a false name.
You may now take the shield bearing your crest.
I'm a Witcher. Shields aren't something Witchers ever use in combat.
Who mentioned using it in combat? Not I. The shield commemorates your participation in the tourney. You may take it as a souvenir.
Thank you.
In that case, thanks.
Have you been instructed as to the tourney's challenges, prizes, and vows? If not, I do hope you will allow me to tell you about them.
The challenges! Tell me about them.
Guillaume told me a bit about the contests. Rather make sure I'm clear on them, though.
An admirable thirst for knowledge. There are contests 3. A shooting range, where you will compete side by side with an opponent. A horse race, during which you will seek to complete the course within a specified time. Any targets hit with bolts or dummies felt with blade will increase the time you have. Finally, the group melee in the arena, crowned with a duel against last year's champion. As each contest ends, its results will be posted on the board outside my tent. This way all will be apprised of who leads at any given moment.
Okay. Fair enough. Makes sense.
Convenient.
Now, about the stuff that we don't know. What are the prizes?
Gonna come right out with it. I'm a sucker for prizes.
The winner of each contest shall receive a trophy. Whoever has the best result once all contests have played out shall face last year's champion in a final duel for glory and the title. Should you defeat the reigning champion, the grand prize will be yours. This year, a sword forged especially for this occasion by the one and only Cornelius of Isengard, a famed master weaponsmith.
So that's who we go to get extra stuff.
Brought all the way from Nazaire.
Oh, maybe he's not around. Alright. But what about these vows, though?
You say something about vows?
As is our custom, knights make vows to which they hold for the duration of the tourney. Each swears on something which to him represents his most cherished virtue.
Uh-huh. Well, okay, it didn't actually say which ones to do, but okay. Another sword that'll be sold pretty fast, I'm sure. Well, if it was amazing, I would keep it, but if it's not, then I won't.
Feels like I know everything I'd ever want to know about chivalric tourneys.
Splendid. In that case, you must make your vow. Upon what would you like to swear it?
Oh, what are my options? The Heron, my lady's love, her illustrious highness's garter. I'd rather not make any vow. So, the Heron is like the animal of Toussaint. This is kind of like going a bit more risque, being like, ooh, Henrietta, hello. But I think My Lady's Love is probably a decent middle ground. And we got Reaper here. Hello, Reaper. Thanks for joining the stream. How you doing today?
I vow on the love of my lady, Yennefer of Vengerberg, to respect the chivalric virtues.
May the gods succor you in your endeavors to overcome. Sign here, please, then fill out these forms.
I'm really surprised he mentioned Yennefer specifically.
Now, as arranged by Guillame, you shall be fitted with appropriate armor for the tourney.
Shiny.
You have also been assigned a tent for the tourney's duration. It stands near the arena. Good luck.
Thank you, my friend. Ooh. Looking very fancy, Geralt. That's not actually a bad looking set of armor either. I think I prefer the red to the yellow. Alright, well let's go to the shooting range then. And yeah, it's daytime now, so this will be a lot easier to see everything. Baron Palmerin de l'Enfol. Oh wow, there's loads there.
Geralt, well, I'll be... Have you decided to turn knight-errant?
All jesting aside, here on a job. You in the 22?
Am I? Ha! I shall square off against Renfan of Atre. I saw him just moments ago. A nervous wreck. Stuffing his nose with fish steak, no less. As if that would aid his determination.
Guessing that's against the rules.
But who's to tell an Nilfgaardian what to do? Listen, Geralt. I've a tip for you. The timing of your marksmanship duel is such that you shall have the sun in your eyes.
Makes no difference to me either way.
Nor will it give you any pleasure. Since, as it is, we must both wait, play me in a round of Gwent. Should you win, I shall swap with you. To me, a southerner, the sun is no hindrance.
Sure. Let's play.
Never turn down a round of Gwent.
Never indeed. Alright, let's hope I can actually beat him though, because otherwise I might lose out on a Gwent card. But otherwise I think we're all good. Maybe I should take out some, like, having you. I don't think I need you. The catapults are slightly more useful, but yeah. Do I need 3 blue striped commandos or just 2? I don't know. Maybe? It's hard to say. Right. We'll start the game. Okay. Fine, go first. So... this is not bad, actually. I'll keep a decoy. I will take out... Olgierd von Everett? No, I'll take out Dandelion. And then I'll take out Olgierd. Yeah, 2 decoys is good. Hopefully he's got some spies. Ooh, we got some Scorch. Aha! He does have a spy. Well, let's play that decoy then, shall we? Oh! You can't do it with hero spies. Interesting. Well then. Serves me right, huh? Okay, so... Alright, well, that's fine. Let's play a hero card. Do I play another hero card? No, let's play this dude. So... Seems a bit of a waste to do this. But I don't know if he's going to play an actual spy card or not. So if I take my decoy, put it on the board... Is there any point? No, you know what? I'm going to play another hero card. And then I might change to choose decoy or not. Ah. Here we go. Scorch that 10-point card away. Thank you. The Real Pie Master says, I got to start walking. See you guys later. Fun fact, the original Olympics never used a torch. Really? That is interesting, actually. Huh. And this card does... destroys your strongest close combat units. Yep, this is a good one to play now. Woohoo! Yeah, sweet. Now I get to decoy my dude back. And I'll decoy this guy as well, actually. And then I'll pass. Sweet. Pretty good. Pretty good. Ooh, he's going for close combat. That might not be a good idea for him. Oh, alright, he's got his Siri. Okay, let's play another hero. Ooh, he decided not to put that on the front line. Interesting. I still think I can destroy... Ah. That's still fine in some ways. Do this. Opponent passed? Hey, well, I guess we win. Yeah, boy, we win. Sweet. Awesome. Thank you, Palmerin.
I congratulate you. We shall swap as agreed. We've passed the time rather nicely. Lady Vivienne should appear forthwith. I'm off to face my first challenge.
Good luck.
The shooting range in late afternoon.
Fair knights, I salute you. The honor and duty of tourney patron have fallen to me this year. Fight honorably, so that I may bestow upon one of your number the tourney's grand prize. You have sworn your vows. You have readied body and soul. The time has come to test them.
I do like her lady in waiting being magically appearing. Alright.
Behold Horm Akispark of the Mechtian royal line. His name's quite the mouthful, a true challenge to rhyme. His targets to be hit centrally and true are the ones in blue. Against him new blood a knight unknown till now. Sir Geralt of Rivia, give us a bow.
I don't bow, I just nod.
The targets he must with his quarrels thread are red. May the better man win.
Plan to. Surely having a crossbow is a bit of a disadvantage when facing someone with a longbow, right? You don't think? Because the whole point of a longbow is that a crossbow is slower to load.
Like a lover ghostly grasping but one fair cheek,
But I think I got this down. Done? Cool. Ah, that was rather easy. Not that I'm complaining. Could have been a lot worse.
Sir Geralt of Rivia has trounced his foe, pounded him soundly, immersed him in woe.
Ooh, fancy crossbow. Nice! It's got the Signion as well.
Your prize, sir. A crossbow adorned with your crest. I congratulate you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, my lady.
Geralt of Rivia's crossbow. Sweet. What are the other prizes?
Would you tell me about the other prizes?
Alas, I cannot devote more time to you than to the other combatants. I have duties to attend to. Forgive me.
Medallion hums when you're nearby. Might have something to do with that big necklace you've got.
My medallion's vibrating strongly. Can only mean one thing. Magic.
The explanation is disappointing, I'm afraid. The fragrance I use, it's mixed by a sorceress.
To lose to an opponent such as you is a victory.
Oh, whoa! You might want to check your bow.
Accept my congratulations.
Might want to check your bow, mate.
Thanks.
Oh, man.
Good
Robin
work.
Hood he is
In
not.
the interim, I managed to determine which tent Lady Vivienne occupies. Perhaps you could find a clue within it.
You're right. Vivienne's cursed in some way. Sensed it when she opened the tourney.
In that case, we've no time to lose. Let us go.
Let's do it now.
Yeah, let's go now.
I'm getting kind of a Knight's Tale vibes from this side quest.
This is her tent. You must look inside. Search it. I shall hoot like an owl should someone approach.
I mean, Guillame doesn't look like Heath Ledger, but it's kind of the same look, if you get what I mean. Alright, I'll take that hand fiber.
Claw marks, that's clear. Not sure what beast left them. Just that it's big.
Big beast.
Jar of concealing ointment. Powerful magic at work here.
What is he talking about? Camembert.
Clothing's all dark green and yellow. Seems Yen's not the only one with a fixed color scheme.
Black and purple's a good color scheme, though.
Oriole feather. Vivienne keep a bird as a pet? No sign of it here, if so. Hairs and salts. Used to make compresses.
Someone approaches. Quickly.
How is that hooting like an owl?
You were supposed to hoot.
We shall speak later. We must return to the tourney now. It's time for the second contest.
Sirs, what seek you in my lady's tent? Inspiration? Be gone from here.
Sorry. Didn't mean to. Alright, to the racing course. Before we do the racing course specifically, I think I will make a save just beforehand. And then I can reset it if need be.
gallant knights and ladies decorous, gaze at the host assembled before us. Look upon chivalry's best and most storied. Come from far lands, here to seek glory. Hear now their names as I shout them aloud. Savor their titles, of their presence be proud.
This guy's better than Kanye.
The Baron of Lonfall, Linus of Metina, Rainfarn of Atra, Makaspark of Meikt, Dodimir of Troy, Guy de Boisfren, in service to the Duchess, Delwyn of Craigiau, Count Tai of Gondal, Ansay of Lyria and Rivia a prince, Geralt of Rivia, for Gregoire of Montgorgon, let out a roaring cheer. The faint power of silence.
Don't even get to see the face.
From last year. Today's winner of contests, his victory to secure, shall face Sir Gregoire in a challenge severe.
Sir Gregoire.
Does ignorance demand a bard intercede? Does someone need telling how tourneys proceed?
No.
How dare you enter a tourney for nobly born knights? Your knighthood came through the grace of my mother Meath, Queen of Lyria and Rivia, whom you treacherously deserted mere days later. Your presence here is an offense to my honor.
And yours is an offense to my eyes. If you're done, step aside, Prince.
So I assume that if you used the false name, you wouldn't have that interaction.
The mate Vivienne, her beauty entrances both beasts and men.
My heart's greetings, dear knights. May my grace guide you and show you the path of honor, valor, and glory. Accept my wishes of good fortune, sir, and devote all your strength to the tourney, and only it.
The time has come for you, Sir Knight. Mount your steed. Swift be your flight.
Ladies and gentlemen of lineage illustrious, soon steeds shall swarm like ants most industrious. To beat time's passage they'll ride like the gale. What a sight to behold, what a lark, what a tale.
Ba, 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 ba. Well, Sir Gregoire does look big.
From Rivia come, fast as the wind, bright as the sun.
Sure. Okay, so let's see. 0 out of 9 checkpoints. And go! Alright, so, dummies. Dummies and targets. Thank you. Let's go for another gallop for a bit. And then we'll do this. I don't think it's worth galloping a bit more than this. Dummies? Any dummies? No? Okay. We'll keep going. There's a dummy. That missed! Ugh. There we go. Okay. Any targets? Any dummies? Any targets? Any dummies? Doesn't seem like it. Have a quick look here. Yep, here we go. Should be able to get this right. Doesn't seem like you can gallop. Ugh. Oh god. Time to go. Alright, then we'll slow down for this one. Thank you. And this one. Okay, this is going better than I thought it would. I mean, not doing it in the dark helps. Well, let's just skip that one, shall we? I mean, you don't need to stop still, Roach. You can keep going. Dummies, dummies, any more dummies? Nope, another target. Okay. There we go. Excuse me, goats. I'm only halfway through. Damn. Right, you're not a dummy. Uh-huh. You are, my friend. Oh, come on, don't go to a complete stop, Roach. There we go. Extra time's been added. Wait, what? This splits off. Which way am I supposed to go? Oh, they both go the same way. Alright, fine. That's fine. Let's go. Come on. There we go. I see now that the whole point of getting the targets is just to make sure you've got enough time to finish the course. Rather than, you know, actually having to race for it. So we'll get this. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay, so 3/4 of the time left, I think. Is that good? I don't know if that's good. I guess we'll see.
Such style, such grace, such speed. To watch was a pleasure, a treat indeed. To honor our entrance, praise each fair night. We shall feast from eve till dawn's first light. The finest of wine and fruit shall be served. If you've blood in your veins, come collect what's deserved.
I congratulate you. Here, your prize. A saddle adorned with your crest.
Sweet.
Many thanks.
By the way, my mate saw a man with white hair sneak out of my tent. Did you know who it might have been?
No. It was me.
How juvenile.
How juvenile indeed.
Congratulations on your win. In stellar style, no less. Ah, I no longer regret I was not able to participate. Almost.
We must drink to this. Come with me to the feast. We shall await Vivienne together.
Lead the way.
Yeah, that racing course went much better than expected. I thought the time might have ticked down a bit quicker. Maybe if I was on like Death March difficulty, the course gets a lot harder and the time goes a lot quicker, but I don't know. I'm glad they were lenient enough with the mechanics of actually horse riding and how it works in this game in particular, because it ain't easy.
So, any thoughts on Vivienne?
Her beauty's striking.
That is not what I ask.
Still too early to say anything I'd be willing to stand behind. Managed to figure one thing out. She uses powerful magic, masking illusions.
Do you mean to say she might in truth look different than she seems?
Yep.
Only guessing right now. Found some clues. Got me wondering if your beloved Vivienne's not a Bruxa.
A Bruxa? You mean a vampiress?
Possibly.
Not sure yet.
We've still some time before Vivienne arrives. Let us drink.
Why not? Oh! The whole thing about blood. Vampires get drunk on blood.
To Vivienne.
Vampires get drunk on blood, especially when people are drunk as well.
I finally understood what all those poems and ballads were trying to say.
Love's not poetry alone. Sometimes it's prose. Sometimes it's just plain ugly.
You say that only because you do not know Vivienne as I do. A life with her would be sweetness itself.
Actually, you don't know her all that well either.
Hello. A duel!
Her presence at this tourney is an affront to my honor.
Yeah, you said.
I demand satisfaction.
Head to the nearest brothel then.
Come. Mounted combat in the main arena. I challenge you.
Mounted combat? Some other time, I'm busy, thanks.
Got business to finish here. We'll duel another day.
You cannot refuse another man's challenge. It is dishonorable. You would be excluded from the tourney. Then what will become of Vivienne?
Okay, fine.
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 Main arena. See you there.
Alright, mounted horseback combat. This will be interesting. I don't think I ever did any mounted horseback combat in the main game.
I will spill, wash away the stain of your cowardice.
Let's get this over with. Quick.
3, 2, 1.
How does this work? Can I just charge at him and just go, yeah? Okay. So not quite. Defeat Ansei in a mounted duel. Well, if time slows down... Oh, it doesn't slow down all the time. Okay. Come here, you. This is such a great way of doing combat in a game, right? Right. Chase him, and then... Ooh. Did I get him? Can I use my signs while on horseback? Or is that cheating? Right, let's go all the way around. Like, this is clearly not jousting in any sense of the word. Did that work? That was axy, it wasn't odd. You can't use odd. It's axy. Oh, I'm using axy for roach. Right, okay. Alright, nope, just axy. Alright, well, we'll just ride around for a bit, shall we? I'll calm Roach down using Axie and he'll just do nothing, I guess. Oh, this is so awkward. Alright, let's turn around. You need to hold attack so it slows. Right, okay. Right, I see. Funnily enough, I don't think that's ever been, like, properly explained. And then you can't even, like, turn it around properly either. Okay. Right. So, hold, and then let go. Alright, we'll try that again. Let's hold, and then let go. He's not even hitting him. Hold, and then let go. Stand in place and attack. I can't look at this. Alright, alright, alright. Amazing. Alright, here we go. Okay, and then... This is terrible. Did they not think about, oh, if we're going to have a horseback duel, maybe we should make it better? Jesus. Like, can I lock on? Can I lock on? Would that help? Yes, there we go. This helps. But I need to actually be able to hit him in range now. So I gotta go like this. There we go. Can't hit his horse now. So I can... Right, okay. So I can kind of trap him and his horse in if I do this and then go, ha! But then just miss entirely. Ugh, come here. There we go. That's a little bit better. Come on, chase him down. Chase him down. Close him in. Close him in. Ah. Oh, this is awful. Why would they do it this way? I'm glad it's only taking like 3 hits to do it, because my god. Go on, turn around, turn around, turn around. Wrong way. You turned the wrong way, Ansei. Come on, one more hit. One more hit will do. One more hit will do. Come here, you. And then let go. Ah. So far away. It does feel like galloping up behind him and then doing it is a lot better. But I'm letting go of the thing too easily. Too quickly, I should say. Right. Calm Roach down a bit. Okay. Alright, gallop, gallop, gallop. Oh, come on, that hit him. That guard is the only one that's enjoying this. I guess. Come here. Come here. Come here! Like, at this point, I am pretty sure if they had just made a minigame which was horse jousting, it would be going better than this. Ah. Ah, Roach is terrified. My God. Just give us the... Just give us lances. Just give us spears. I'm swinging my sword around at thin air trying to hit this guy. And he's doing the same. Just give us longer weapons. That's the whole point of jousting in the first place, is that they have long weapons because you're on top of horses. Oh my God. Alright. I'm going to make a big statement. This is hands down the worst part of this DLC. In fact, of any of the DLC. Come on! There we go. Jesus. Horse combat is okay against standing enemies. I doubt it.
But do not think your cowardice will be forgotten.
Damn it. You still going on about that? Need to clear this up once and for all. Had to abandon your mother's camp back then because someone else needed my help. Badly. Couldn't refuse them. Didn't want to, in fact.
You mean to say you had a secret mission, set off to accomplish it, having vowed to tell no one of its nature, until you did?
Something like that. Minus the vow. And, I'd still rather not divulge the nature of my secret mission. Can you accept that as justification?
In agreeing to duel, you proved yourself a true knight. Thus, I accept your word as that of a man of honor.
Glad to hear it. Now I got work to do.
Well. I mean, come on. Jousting is a thing. They could have just added like, have an aim crossbow mechanic change to an aim joust lance mechanic, and then aim it on, like, his head or his chest and try and knock him off a horse. Like, that would suffice, but no, here's combat that you can do, and it's terrible. Ah, well. Over and done with. Vivienne, hello.
My heart swells to behold this beautiful celebration of valor and honor, and to witness you, who embody the chivalric virtues in your lives, strive for greatness. Yet, after a time of combat must come a time of peace and respite. Thus, I invite all who fought in the tourney to this feast held in your, and none other's, honor. And should any among you crave solitude, private tents await you nearby. The group melee shall take place on the morrow. Glory shall be within grasp for each and every one of you. The best among you shall have the honor to face our reigning champion, the famed Gregoire de Gourgon, victor of last year's tourney.
Hello.
Celebrate, make merry.
He's very tall.
Yet be mindful of the trial that awaits you tomorrow.
It'd be a bit too much work on this small part of a side quest. They already did enough work on the DLC. Yeah, I can see that. I'm just thinking if there was a bigger thing about Tony's in Toussaint specifically, and there was more stuff about jousting in this game, in this DLC, they could have just had jousting as like a aim lance rather than aim crossbow.
In your tent before your last contest. You must help her.
All right, we can help Vivienne. Confront Vivienne. Vivienne, hello. Oh, she's a bird.
Strange.
She's a birdie bird.
Vanished, melted into thin air. And that bird, she a Bruxa? Flew off. Worth going after.
Okay. Yep.
Looks like leading me somewhere.
Yellow and green, you say? Alright. Well, clearly she's smart enough for me to get her to follow her. Tweet, 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 tweet. Tweety tweet, tweety tweet. Wait, what? Panther? Excuse me, Panther.
Not good.
Can you just leave me alone, please? Thank you. I was not expecting there to be panthers in the Duchy of Toussaint. Tweety tweet. Oh, go away. Go away. Jesus. Maybe if it wasn't mounted combat, it was a normal sword fight. Yeah, normal sword fight would have been a lot better. But this is me complaining for having it be awkward the first time I try it, rather than actually trying to practice a lot with it or something. There are a lot of panthers around here. No, go away. Go away, panther. Still going, birdie? Still going? This way? This is getting precarious. Thank you, bird, for leading me a different way.
Bird flew off over the hill. Might be quicker to pass through the cave.
Okay. Is there a cave here? Where's a cave? Alright, so torch is out. Ooh. Whites. That didn't freeze him. Whoa, that was a bit close. A bit close. Woo! Okay, that's better. Oh, wow. Come here, you white. Woo. And you're actually just a real Barghest. Wow. Okay. So, what's the deal with whites? So, bar guests. No, I don't need to look at those. Curse one. No. Drachnid? Nah. Necrophage? Is that what white is? Yes, okay. They say the dead like quiet. I don't know about the dead, but whites certainly do. It's better to use the second version of Ard, and it freezes only sometimes, but it should do okay damage. Oh, so the second version of Ard is the hold version, right? You have to charge it up? Okay. Though wights are ghastly and threatening in appearance, one should not approach them with sword drawn or attack them unprovoked. Left alone, they present no serious danger to anyone, and are far more interested in mixing noxious bruising cauldrons than in fighting. This species mainly lives around ancient burial sites, though they have also been spotted near more recently founded cemeteries and wherever mass graves can be found. Wights spend the winter months in a state of lethargy very similar to human sleep. They live strictly solitary lives. In fact, it's practically unheard of for these creatures to appear in groups. Yet when they fear their territory is threatened and is enough for one to step in foot in a wight's territory for it to feel threatened, wights transform into dangerous foes and even abandon their solitary ways to summon other monsters to their aid. That's why he was using the bar guest. And that would be... Oh yeah, I didn't actually read the Shaelmar stuff. And there's 2 different entries. Okay. Okay, so. Shaelmars. The Earth's innards are home to a mighty, strange, and fearsome beast. Were they ever to decide to ramble up to the surface, we'd all be gutted the very first day of the invasion. Ramus Vendendrats, Mahkum and Foreman. Shaelmars spend most of their lives deep underground, having no contact with the world up above. At times, however, a Shaelmar will dig its way to the surface and devour any men within its reach. Some Shaelmars also burrow tunnels close to the surface, collapsing buildings and causing tremors in the process. Since Shaelmars are blind, they find their way by sensing vibrations and listening for sounds. Thus, the best tactic when fighting such a monster is to hurl something heavy or noisy against a nearby boulder or wall. Then pray silently that beast will roll towards the sound and knock itself out upon striking the obstacle. Clumsy Shaelmars might seem easy targets to hit, but when even your strongest blows bounce off the thick armor plating their backs, you'll realize they've little need to dodge. When threatened, a Shaelmar will curl up into a ball and roll forward with tremendous impetus, becoming an unstoppable force, crushing everything in its path. A witch's best bet is to stay out of a charging Shaelmar's way and strike after its charge fails, revealing its vulnerable underbelly. A witcher of particular cunning and agility will use the Ard sign, or a bomb, salmon works particularly well for this purpose, to cause the Shaelmar to slam into an obstacle at full speed, significantly lowering its fighting ability and opening the witcher's path to victory. Trying to disorient a Shaelmar in this way is a risky maneuver, but can be effective especially when third parties are threatened. Okay, and then there's this one here. The Shaelmar from the Emperor of Nilfgaard. Gladiator fights in massive arenas are a popular form of entertainment in Nilfgaard. Usually the fighters are slaves, specially trained for this purpose, yet at times the arena masters pit humans against monsters. The Shaelmar Geralt had to fight in the tourney grounds was a present from the Emperor to his relative, Duchess Anna Henrietta. It had been caught while young and prepared for its ultimate purpose by Nilfgaardian trainers. That does not mean it was tame, however. In fact, its wildness and inborn ferocity had not been dulled one whit. Like all creatures of its species, it was blind, but could unerringly pinpoint its opponent's location using echolocation. The Shaelmar had thick armor near impenetrable skin. It could also roll into a ball and charge its opponents. Its underbelly, however, was relatively vulnerable and became exposed when its charge failed. In the end, though the fight was long and difficult, Geralt defeated the Shaelmar, and when the Duchess called from the stands for him to finish the beast off, he duly dealt the final blow. Okay. Right, let's go ahead and repair some of our stuff. Because we need to. Yep, journeyman stuff will do for you. Bit more? Yeah, a bit more. Oh, that's fine. And we'll carry on to find little birdie bird. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Damn it. Oh well.
No sign of the bird anymore. Guillame mentioned a clearing in the woods. Vivienne strolling around it at night. Could find her there.
Wait until midnight and find the glade in the woods. Well, that was easy. Hello.
Witcher.
Very nice song.
Lady Vivienne? Counted on me getting lost.
I did. I thought you no different from the knights. Good at tourneys, hopeless in the face of true danger. I was mistaken.
So you're not actually a Bruxa.
A what?
Suspicion I had that you might be a vampire. Certain details seemed to confirm it. Then I changed my mind. Anyway, unimportant. Here you come to this clearing often.
This is where it all began. And as I was not able to evade you, save myself from you, then I want it done here. In this very spot. With no witnesses.
We're not here to kill you.
Why, you are a witcher. You were hired to kill me, were you not? Then do so, now. And do it quickly, I beg you. I shan't resist.
Witchers only hunt monsters. And even then, not all. You're no monster.
Dirty face.
Then what am I to your eyes?
Don't know yet. Afflicted by a curse, can't you just tell me? I don't know if she is afflicted by a curse, though. Is she? Maybe? I don't know. Can't you just tell me? Afflicted by a curse, I guess.
Most likely you've been cursed. Don't know who by or why yet, but hope to find that out soon.
If you've no contract on my life, why take an interest at all? Did Guillame put you up to it? Is that why?
He wanted to help you. Asked me to do him a favor. Frankly, if I can do something for you, I'll do it, willingly.
Why should I trust you?
'Cause the Duchess trusts me? 'Cause I'm a freak, too? 'Cause cases like yours are my bread and butter. Take your pick.
You shall not turn on me. Use what I say against me. You shall not tell anyone?
Nope. Got nothing to fear. I swear on the Heron. I mean, what's the difference between these two? Got nothing to fear. I swear on the Heron. Because I don't have any allegiance to the Heron. So, I guess got nothing to fear? Yeah.
You got nothing to fear. Came here to help you. And I won't peep a word to anyone unless I decide it's absolutely necessary.
So be it. I shall tell you what my mama once told me. When she was with child, expecting me, she and my father spent much time together near the wood, here in this clearing. Mama loved to listen to the orioles sing. She would stroke her belly and say, "My daughter should be as beautiful as that bird. Such is my wish." But a creature dwelt in the wood who envied my parents their happiness. One day it appeared before them to say the whole wood belonged to it, and they had dared to delight in something that was not theirs. It demanded payment, and when my parents said that they had nothing, it claimed their unborn daughter as its own.
What did the creature look like?
Parents ever describe the creature?
They called it a nymph born of the deep woods, with no mother or father. But I was too young, too distraught by the curse's onset to ask after details.
What happened then?
What happened after that?
Nothing at first. I came into the world a perfectly normal child, and my parents forgot that day's events. But 15 summers into my life, the curse began to show. Initially only when the moon was full, but now it's advanced so that even in daytime I must use magic ointment to mask its symptoms, to look normal. Thus I thought someone had discovered my secret, then hired you to kill me. In fact, I was resigned to death in coming here. Perhaps death would be preferable to my complete and permanent transformation, for I fear that is what lies in store.
Magic illusions, using those can be dangerous.
Ointment you use includes a potent magic ingredient. You don't have the immunity mages have. Use heavy doses, or normal doses too long, and it could be dangerous to you.
I sensed this. The very reason I knew I would have to give it up in the end, and bid my human form a final farewell.
I can try to lift the curse.
The curse, it could be reversible. Once ran into a baron transformed into a cormorant, ostensibly for good. Managed to cure him completely.
And you truly think you could do something like this for me?
Can't guarantee a thing. Tough case yours. You were cursed before birth. That alone complicates things. Also, you claim the curse is increasing its hold. Symptoms are progressing. Could try transferring the curse onto someone else.
Ooh.
Out of the question. I shall not allow it to ruin an innocent's life. Is this the only method you know?
Only one that's completely safe.
So there is another.
You're quick to reject help.
Pretty quick to reject help. Why is that? The curse once transferred would probably have a weaker hold on the new host. Lots weaker.
I do not even wish to hear of it.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty cruel, Geralt. There is another method.
All right, there is another. Ancient ritual. We'd need an Oriole egg. Should release the curse's grip permanently. Gotta warn you, though. Could have serious consequences.
Consequences? What kind?
Curse was cast before you came into this world. Ritual'd involve transferring it to an as-yet unhatched chick. You'd be free. Thing is, you could be left with the average lifespan of an Oriole.
Ooh.
7 years.
That's not long.
I understand. Alas, every rose has its thorn, and there are no happy endings. Yet, truth be told, I never thought I would get one. I came here prepared to die, yet you wish to give me 7 years of life. Real life, free life. This is no dilemma. I agree. Wholeheartedly.
Well, alright. She's happy with that.
I understand. Don't have to decide just yet. Think it through.
I will. They must miss me at the tourney grounds by now. Shall we return?
Yes.
Let's. But are you gonna...
Yes. I cannot appear there all in feathers. Pardon me for a moment.
Blink. Bong. So she's using magic ointment, right? Because... Ooh. Very glowy. Ta-da! Transformation. Oh, such a gentleman, Geralt.
You can change at will?
No, but I discovered the water of this pool helps. Its effects are brief, but I can always be sure of them.
Interesting.
Tweet, tweet, tweet.
Come.
Alright, so we've got to finish off the tourney. And then some more of the curse. But how are we going to find the nymph of the woods? That's going to take a while. Huh. So I have to face off against Sir Gregoire.
Did you learn anything?
Yeah.
Then speak, man. Can you not see I am out of my mind with worry? What ails her?
She
Can't
asked
tell
me
you.
not to talk about it.
But I want only the best for her. Perhaps I shall be able to help or, I don't know, console her at the least.
Sorry, promised I wouldn't tell her.
Vivienne gave me the details of her situation, but she did so in confidence. Promised I wouldn't tell anyone.
But I'm not just anyone. Why, I would do anything for her. I was the one to ask you to help her. You cannot shut me out now.
I'm sorry. Look, in time Vivienne will come to understand what she owes you. I'm sure of it. But until then, you gotta understand the whole world doesn't revolve around you.
How dare you lecture me? This is not the aid I sought. And to think I gave up my spot in the tourney to you. I regret it now. Do you even intend to compete to the end?
I mean,
Or
I
now
can.
that you've bound Vivienne to your terms, you no longer see the need?
No, I'll finish it. I want to finish the tourney.
I don't back out of anything. I'll take part in the last skirmish. Besides, Vivienne will be busy till the tourney's end.
Indeed. In that case, you must meet the other knights of your team. They await near the arena's entrance, by the training ground.
Got it. Thanks.
Besides, I want to see what prize I get for the jewel. The sword that I am going to sell almost instantly. And we need to get a good look at Sir Gregoire as well. Yeah. I assume he's going to have half a burned face.
I know now the two teams' rosters. I shall be captain of ours. That means you shall do as I say for the duration of the fight. Is this clear? Palmer and Alonfo will lead the opposing team. With this skirmish, we commemorate the Battle of Fox Hollow of 1218, when a hands of southern outlaws led by Haller the Brown attacked Tucson only to be driven off by brave knights, thus setting a precedent. Since that day, knights errant have guarded the duchy's borders. Palmerin drew the short straw, so his team shall play the barbarian Haller's men. Any questions?
What's the point of this?
You'll do us any good. You know nothing of knightly combat as a witcher. Try at least to stay out of our way.
Hey,
time, gentlemen.
if I could trust you to finish it, I would.
To the arena.
Sandor had burned face. Oh! Yeah. I was thinking Gregor Clegane, but I don't call Gregor Clegane Gregor Clegane. I call him the Mountain. So yes, it is the Mountain, isn't it?
Two coteries shall fight full tilt till one's dropped to its knees.
Yeah, I got mixed up with that.
Or lance blows unclean shall forever be branded as shameful, obscene. While the knights prepare, let me say I'm elated to behold such a crowd on edge, breath-baited. Whoever here wins the past champion shall face. All others must leave, heads bowed in disgrace.
Yeah, I've just outed myself as a fake Game of Heroes fan. Game of Heroes fan? What am I saying?
Blood, sweat, and tears shall soon follow in buckets.
Game of Thrones fan. Alright, next time we come back. Come on. Having a magical sword that can burn people seems like an unfair advantage. I gotta say, Geralt, this isn't knightly combat, is it? You're basically doing Star Wars lightsaber tricks. Come on, Palmerin. Come on, Palmerin. Yeah. I think the headbutt was unnecessary. Game of Heroes sounds like a cheap mobile League of Legends clone. Yeah, kinda.
So glorious.
Game of Heroes.
Each knight was victorious. Yet in tourneys as in life, but one champion may reign. Today he is the one. Praised be his name. He felt a whole host, slew the most. To Geralt of Rivia, who the strength of lions boasts. He sailed through all trials. Each test he passed with ease. But now awaits the last. Will it bring him to his knees? For Gregoire de Gorgon, who on this ground's last won, shall spar him for the title, and the day is done. To the tired Tremender, we salute your endeavors. Return to your wives, your loves, your whomevers.
Alright then, big boy. Gotta clean up all the blood and guts from the arena. I'm surprised we didn't use, like, wooden swords, though.
It is time. Step into the arena. Should you suffer grievous harm during combat, have you any last wishes? Any missives you wish passed to your loved ones?
Thanks,
no.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
The Witcher of Rivia, Geralt his name, though aged be his visage, do not disdain. His locks true are white, but he was born to fight. Now entering the grounds, a titan of infamy, Gregoire de Gorgon, victor of last his tourney.
Big bulky boy.
Combatants good fortune and fame.
Gregoire de Gorgon. Alright, so. No Witcher signs? No Witcher signs? Ooh. Can I do any Witcher signs? No? No? Okay. I have to do this a noble way. Alright. Woo! Woo! Can you even parry him? Is a good question. Woo! So you get 2 quick attacks in, maybe? 1, 2. Yep. Slams it into the ground. Ooh. He's got a thing to back off, okay. Excuse me. Woo! Back it up. Wow. Gregoire du Gorgon. Alright. Oh, you get 3 before he kicks you away. That's good. That's good to know. Whoa, nope. That was bad. Yeah, I think you might be able to parry his light attacks, but not the heavy ones. 1, 2, 3. Hang on. What? You should have a helmet. You know what happened last time. Oh, yeah. Well, Geralt doesn't wear a helmet at all.
This is champion! A sight to behold! He defeated Gregoire de Gorgon! Hail Geralt! Herald!
He did the echo himself. Geralt! Yeah, poor Oberyn. Ooh, fancy.
This grand tourney, I've the honor to decorate our grand champion. His vow he made upon his love for his heart's captor, and it was doubtless this vow that carried him to this splendid victory. He showed great courage, great strength, great composure. He fought nobly with honor, and thus rightfully deserves the title of this year's Champion of the Arena!
I need to talk to you.
Not now. We shall meet later in my tent. I have duties to attend to, as do you. Folk regard you. The least you should do is wave.
Geralt of Rivia's sword. It looks very greeny yellow. I mean, it's a nice looking sword. But how strong is it? Oh, we'll just go straight to the tent. Nice.
Greetings, my lady. Have you decided?
I have. I stand by all I have said. I wish to endanger no one and thus choose the method involving an egg. If it's to be the egg of an oriole, I know where to find one. There is a nest in my clearing. Might you explain the nature of the ritual? Its exact course?
Sure, but seems your tent's grown ears. Show yourself, Guillame. Can hear you breathing, and I know damn well it's you.
How subtle of him.
Why are you here, sir? This is a private audience. Geralt, what is the meaning of this? Is this some scheme you've hatched unbeknownst to me?
I didn't tell him anything. Haven't hatched a thing. Guillame means well. Yeah, he does mean well. That's the whole point of this.
Guillaume's no foe. Though there's little honor in meddling, he meant well, means well. You guessed correctly. He was the one to hire me, but only because he wanted to help you.
My lady, I live to serve you. Whatsoever you require, you need but beckon. I am yours to command.
Are you quite finished? Is that all you wish to say?
I suppose so.
So you shall do what I command, sir. Very well then. Listen carefully. Leave this tent, turn towards the duchy's northern marches, and run. Run until the tawny grounds are no longer within sight. Return only once you've cooled off. Then leave me be forevermore. Understood?
I don't think you're gonna like that.
But your troubles. I only wish the Witcher see.
Out now!
Oh, he was not expecting that.
You assured me I could trust you.
You can. I didn't tell him a thing. He must have figured it out himself.
I kept your secret. Didn't tell him anything he didn't already know.
I understand he hired you, so you had to report to him. But this is not his affair, Geralt. This is my life.
I know. Are you sure you did the right thing?
Absolutely sure you did the right thing? Not too hasty rejecting his help? Can't conduct the ritual using your reflection without him. Needed someone who'd willingly assume the curse in your stead.
And you thought I would agree to this? No, Geralt. When we spoke in the meadow, you told me of a ritual which required no lusty knights to aid us. This is the method I wish to pursue.
Sure. Alright. Well, we need to find an Aureole again.
Need to find an egg. Preferably an Oriole's. Ritual itself isn't complicated, but like I said before, there'll be a side effect. Still sure you want to go through with it?
Yes. I saw a nest in the clearing where we spoke. But before we go, tell me, what will become of the chick?
Do you want to know?
We'll have to break the egg. Like you
I mean,
said,
yeah.
not everyone gets a happy ending.
It's a chick or a human.
For a dream to come true, there must be sacrifices. Very well. Let us go.
Tweet, 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 tweet. Ah, ha, ha. So that bird that showed us the way. Who is that bird? Is that a significant bird? Hard to say. So it seems like we're not going to deal with the nymph of the woods at all then, if we're just going to do this ritual with the egg and then that's that. But, I mean, the chick doesn't get a happy ending, but everyone else does, kind of. Maybe not Guillame.
This is the place.
I can't eat. There we go.
Oh no! A panther's gotten at the nest!
Stand
A
back.
panther! No Oreo eggs? They all eaten?
Eggs fell in a moss patch. They're fine except for one. It's cracked.
Will it do?
I guess?
Think so.
Tweet, 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 tweet. Like, this bird is seemingly like it's the nymph of the woods.
Now what must I do?
Are you sure you want to go through with this?
Just to be sure, gonna ask one last time. Positive you want to do this? If we succeed, the changes will be irreversible. You'll probably also only have 7 years left to live, at the most.
7 years free of the fear that someone might spy me at the wrong moment? Of the stigma of being a freak, a monster? 7 years of a life both true and unfettered. Yes, Geralt. I'm certain I wish to do it.
Cool. All right. Focus and repeat after me.
You need to concentrate now. Repeat after me. Muna Gandrau. Muna Finerat.
Muna Gandrau. Muna Finerat. Muna Gandrau. Muna Finerat. Muana Gandrau. Muana Finerat.
Huh. Hey, look, she's normal. Naked, but she's human.
Damn it.
Geralt, look! Look! Oh, gods! I shall be able to attend balls. I shall travel to Oxenfurt, to Novigrad even. Thank you, Witcher.
Ought to thank Guillame. He's the one hired me to help you.
Yes, I'm grateful to him as well, immensely. Will you tell him so for me?
Shouldn't you tell him yourself?
Should tell him yourself, don't you think?
Perhaps I should, but I would prefer not to. Convey my gratitude to him in my stead. Please, be so kind.
Yeah, sure.
Sure, I'll tell him. Farewell, Vivienne.
And we return back to Guillame. So, yeah, I mean, alright, she only gets 7 years to live and everything, but she seems happy with the outcome. You know?
Run, Roach.
It's one of those things where you make a decision and the effects of that decision probably aren't going to be seen for a while. So you'd be happy in the moment, but then regret it later down the line. But, I mean, that's not something that Geralt can help, you know? Okay, I guess I'm going this way. I was expecting there to be a fast travel marker somewhere soon. Ah, here we go. This'll do. Fast travel. Back to the Tony grounds. Here we go. Ha 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 ha. I hope Guillaume's not too upset about being sent away, because that could be bad. Hey, Guillame. 7 years is like a fifth of for someone's life in the Middle Ages. That's a good point.
Managed to lift her curse.
Truly? So all will be well. Her troubles are done?
She asked me to pass on a message.
Asked me to give you a message. Said she's grateful. Thanks to you, she can live a normal life.
Good, good. But how does she fare?
She's happy. Yeah, that's all he needs to know.
Vivienne chose what suited her best. She's completely free now. And happy, I think.
Without me.
You helped her. But that doesn't mean she owes you her love. Got this bard friend. Philosopher too, I guess. Amateur. He'd say, if you love somebody, set them free.
Do you know what, Geralt? You earned your reward, so take it. But keep your advice to yourself. Adieu.
Alright, no need to get pissy with me just because she doesn't love you. God. And Vivienne's about 21 years old. Okay, that makes sense. Cool. And that's the Warble of a Smitten Knight completed. And I think that's probably a good place to call the stream. So I'm going to make a save, because we did everything we needed to. And end the stream there. So, thanks for watching the stream, guys. Hope you enjoyed this side quest foray. It's quite an interesting one. I quite like it. If you did, you can follow us at twitch.tv/RiggyRob to subscribe. To watch us live and also to subscribe if you feel like as well. No, you don't feel like you have to, but it's always cool to get more points towards our Facecam sub point goal. Reaper's going off to prepare something to eat as well. Bye, Reaper. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoy whatever you are going to have to eat. And I'm going to have something to eat soon as well. Cool. We make sure that our streams get uploaded to YouTube afterwards on YouTube. So RiggyRob and Pimmsy play, youtube.com/RiggyRob and Pimmsy play, or just type in RiggyRob and Pimmsy into the YouTube search bar. You should find us. The Witcher stuff might go up a little bit later than anything else because I'm separating stuff out into episodes for Fire Emblem and Life is Strange. So it might take a while, but it'll get there eventually. And you can follow us on Discord and Twitter and so on to get notified when we're going live. Twitter is usually when I'll post to say manually, hey, I'm going live now, playing The Witcher 3 and so on. And underneath our Twitch stream, we have a schedule panel that says we go live Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Obviously, today is Sunday. We stream 8 PM UK time, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then 10 AM UK time on Sundays. And yeah, tomorrow we should have another stream. It might be myself with Life is Strange, depending on what Pimmsy's work schedule like. Or it might be more Spyro Reignited Trilogy. Not sure yet. So yeah. Alright, thanks Big Harry. Bye Reaper. See you guys next time.
La